Dicefunctional, where a bunch of friends sit around and play some Dungeons & Dragons, and we share the story with you, our wonderful audience. Thank you, everyone, so much for tuning in. We're glad to have you here. Awesome to see you all. Special warm welcome to those of you who might be tuning in for the first time. Greetings and salutations, friends. We hope you enjoy this particular session of the shenanigans that Fortune's Blade gets up to, because we can guarantee there will be some of those potential children's story references and usually some tomfoolery to go along with it. So, if you like that kind of thing, stick around, because there will be plenty of it. And if you do enjoy that, and you want to catch up on previous episodes, or make sure that you're going to see all of the future episodes involving the adventures of Fortune's Blade, you can check us out in a variety of different places. You can check us out on podcast services. Just search Dicefunctional wherever it is you get your podcasts. If you like YouTube, just check us out on YouTube. Just search Dicefunctional. We've got all of the episodes of our D&D show, as well as Monster of the Week, some one-shots from other D&D things, and lots of video game content, too. And some amazing art content, so be sure to check that out. And hey, if you like watching live, twitch.tv/Dicefunctional. It's probably one of the best places to check us out, because we're pretty funny when we do it live. Because we do, and, you know, sometimes things break, and that just happens. Because, you know, that's how that works. And you can also, where is our merch store at? Because I always forget. What's the website for our merch store?
It's on TeePublic.
TeePublic.
Everybody's
My
like,
brain not work.
Yep.
My brain no good today.
what was that?
That's okay.
Sorry.
I accidentally mixed in some pre-workout with one of my shakes instead of amino acids, so I actually have my energy ready to fucking go today. Yeah, brain's working real good, guys. Don't worry. I'll be able to do math just as poorly, but twice as fast. And if you want to check us out, our website, just search Dicefunctional on Google. We got a whole website. It's got a whole bunch of stuff. Player profiles, character profiles, everything you need. It's pretty cool. Anything I missed?
Not to my knowledge, no.
Cool. If we did, we'll figure it out. We'll put it in a post. That's a lie. We never do that. Connor, take it away!
All right. So, where we last left our group of intrepid adventurers, they had just managed to do a few things. First off, they'd made their way over towards the Dead End Inn, a bar run by dead adventurers, for dead adventurers, in the plain of Elysium. There, they got some information, had a little bit of a rest, and met an ex-member of the Blue Cloaks, Sinclair, who appears to have had an unfortunate run-in with an axe, cleaving his head and leaving a noticeable mark, for lack of a better term. They pried some information from Sinclair about their current boss, Avro, learning how he got to his position and how the governor got to his position and how they did that. But after doing so, the party had themselves a rest and then started to make their way through the trails, where they then ran across yet another one of the Broken Soul Azada. This one, what appeared to be a Lilend, a serpent woman, who was very much not in a good state. So the party decided to just sneak away and not risk it. But in the process of making their way over to the coast where the dragon should be, you all heard a very odd set of noises. And for about a day, give or take a few hours, everything appeared to be fine until you guys finally got a good glimpse of the horizon. And you noticed that the sky had begun to crack and fall apart.
That's normal.
You then received a call on the communication disc, which up until now had not been working, from Avro, demanding to ask what the fuck was going on. And that's where we left off.
Out of character, why does Avro assume it's our fault?
Because usually it is.
In fairness, he was asking you guys not because he thought it was your fault, but because you are one of the better groups out there right now. So if anyone's going to know something, it'd probably be you guys.
One of the most advanced teams.
Yeah.
More capable, not necessarily better.
It's like, it's not exactly that. It's not that he blames you guys. It's more like He knows that you guys know quite a bit, so maybe you heard something.
Oh no.
Yep. Oops.
Oops.
Don't worry
We've
about it.
already lost a Craig.
It was
I
one of them.
know.
That's
don't
fine.
worry.
There's another one. It's fine. You know, worst comes to worst, Jace is at rendering this week. Hey.
All right.
So, you guys are currently at a U-shaped cove where the sky is visibly cracked off in the distance and a large ocean begins to sprawl out in front of you. This area is referred to as the submerged forest, and you don't entirely know what that meant until you start to get closer and closer to the actual water itself, where upon looking inward, you guys can actually see that there is a section of the water where there are trees growing underwater and growing up from the surface of the floor itself. The leaves all appear to be a nice healthy green. Some of them have kind of fallen and then risen up to the surface of the water. But you see that very swiftly the depth begins to drop a lot faster than you would expect. And it gets to the point where you're only starting to see the tips of trees as it goes down further and further and further. The actual land around you itself is sandy and cracked, dry and periodically releasing gouts of steam that burst upwards into the air. There is some light greenery around the area, mostly vines and other ground plants, but nothing terribly amazing. You would note a few things, namely that there is also what looks to be some kind of a small collection of what looks like almost like rubble near the southern section of this cove, where some of the it looks like planks of wood and large like shaped logs have been kind of like crushed up against it, and like they've started to kind of wash up to shore. They all show the signs of bleaching and sun beating, as if they've been there for quite some time. But there's also an individual there who's sitting cross-legged. No, sorry, I will correct myself there. Who is sitting on their legs and is just kind of looking out towards the ocean. He is not looking towards you guys.
You think that's him?
Could be. Should we go ask
Whoever
him?
he is. Yeah, whoever he is, you should probably go talk to him at this point.
All right, we'll go up to him.
Mercy, okay, I know. Mercy is like, I assume Mercy's just like staring up.
It's not acting unless it's actually acting like I'm looking up.
I mean, I would actually assume that anyway, but.
What, Charlie?
maybe just-
Oh, I assume I don't know if our conversation with Abra is still, you know.
It is still active, so you can speak to Abra as well.
Oh god. It's like, look, I don't know what's happening right now, but there's also cracked sky in Elysium, Abro.
Fuck. Okay.
Love it when the boss says fuck. Makes me
Look,
feel
it's like
really
day here. I just woke up. What the fuck? Do you know anything about what happened?
Nope.
Cool.
Neither of
Well-
us don't.
We heard noises, but.
good. Well,
I
boss.
assume
Yeah. We
No.
just.
I'm gonna need to take a nap soon.
It's bad.
We'll see if we learn anything while we're over here, but no guarantees.
Mercy, we'll see if we'll talk to this guy and then.
Let's
You're our
finish talking
Yeah.
to whoever the strange person is.
You're our best bet, honestly.
And
Ask
then I'll
the
ask questions.
Does someone want to guide her so she does not fall?
No, let her fall. I want to see what happens.
Just leave me there if I fall.
missed Haru's token.
Gale's gone over, by the
Sporty.
way, and is sitting next to the, he's gonna sit down next to the guy.
I would probably assume Gale is going to the guy and follow Gale.
Okay.
Maybe
You two
Gale's
begin to
going
make
out
your
of
way
that
over
direction.
towards the individual. As you become closer to them, you can see that they are wearing blue-colored garb, very light and silky in appearance. It is open at the chest, so basically it's kind of like a silk robe-like shape that has like completely opened right there. They are male, noticeably. They have what appears to be long, dark hair that's held in kind of like a knot up on the top that then just kind of droops down more. Very stern-faced individual. Has like a mustache right here. And no goatee, nothing like that, but he has a very stern expression on his face. And he is just kind of staring square off into the ocean.
What color
Not
are
saying
his
much.
eyes?
What color is his eyes? They are a deep blue.
Alright. I was gonna sit down next to him.
Is his hair white?
Blue Eyes White Dragon.
Black.
My
No, I'm
blue
asking for-
eyes.
I already know you said that, but I had to ask again.
I know you did.
So,
Bunch of nerds.
you ever seen something like this before?
No, I have not.
What do you think it could mean?
Why are you bothering me?
I'm really good at it. Gale,
We are
by the way.
seeking someone.
I fail to see why you searching for another person is my problem.
Well, we were told the person could be around here. Something about how they might be a dragon. Funny enough, the description we got of him kind of matches your general attitude, so thinking you might be the person we're looking for.
As I have said, do you have anything to do other than bother me?
Funny enough, not really. Had a question or two. Well, here's this funny thing that we're trying to do. Might be related to the whole Sky thing coming about. But, we're looking to get the help from Sea Dragon to get to an underwater volcano to take out a broken Azada. As a favor to another one. Could use a lift.
Find someone else. I am no sea dragon.
Oh. Then what are you?
Roll persuasion.
So we're gonna try this one. That's an 18 on the die, plus what do I have in persuasion? 2 for 20.
For 20 on the for 20,
20
total.
total.
I am not a sea dragon.
Oh.
I am a storm dragon.
Oh. Then blame the person at the dead end pub or whatever, because they had mislabeled you. I apologize, we were working off of bad information.
Would you happen to know where we might find a sea dragon or something else capable of carrying us to the destination?
He will go, no, now leave me alone. He will get up, he'll try to start walking away from you guys because you're bothering him.
Gil, just get up and start walking with him.
Fucking Jesus.
So, I got another question. Why are you so angry?
I do not wish to be here.
Then Well, okay, then we could probably help you with that. Unless if you've got something going on where you have to be here for some reason.
Is he fully alive?
He's alive. He's
Hmm.
absolutely alive.
Well, we do have to eventually return to the material plane. Perhaps if you help us, we might be able to get you back.
He will turn and look to the two of you with a very calculating look in his eyes. Help you how?
Help us get to this underwater volcano. So that way we can hold up our end of the bargain that we made. When we're done with that, we've got no need to stay here.
I'm trying to think of how he would respond to that.
Now, I can understand if you don't want to go home and you just want to stay here mad. I get it.
I have no way to get you there.
Alright. Then can you help us get there? In some way.
If you can get us close, that should be sufficient. We have spells capable of allowing us to travel underwater.
I do not have magic to bring you there.
What happened to your magic?
I do not cast magic for travel. I do not need to.
So you can't fly or anything like that?
I can fly.
Right. But you can't get us there. Fair. I totally understand that. That's sarcasm. I don't understand how that's not being able to help us get there.
Do you know exactly where it is?
No,
Well, that's a
I
bummer.
know nothing of this plane.
Alright, well, that's a bummer. Guess this isn't gonna work out. Come on, Haru, let's leave. They can stay here and sulk all they want. Gail's gonna start
I
walking away.
suppose Elysium is based off of bartering.
No, it is. We'll help somebody else get home.
Okay. You guys begin to walk away from him.
Alright, well, turns out this one, not only are they absolutely just an absolute grump, but they apparently don't have any way to help us get there.
You can't even, like, swim?
No,
Doesn't know the
Doesn't know how to
destination.
swim?
they don't know. They weren't being helpful at all.
Did you get their name?
Nope. Too angry. Not worth it.
So, just a bastard.
Hey, when you want to take a crack at them, you can feel free, but they're acting like an angry child.
Can relate. I too am an angry child.
Bro, you wanna take a crack at him then?
I'm gonna say out of character, Jill should not do that right now.
Okay.
I am hanging on.
Okay,
yeah,
okay, you
thread.
don't have to then.
That's fair.
The
Maddie,
camera
you
is
wanna-
going to be the death.
I get it. Then, Maddie, you wanna come with me and see if we can have any better luck?
Sure. Right.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
You're sweet, and I'm also a bastard, so
Don't call yourself that.
it's true. I'm not a bastard. I wasn't born out of wedlock. Anyway,
I
Thea's
guess
gonna
so.
walk over to him.
True.
I guess so.
Okay.
Uh,
So you two begin making your way back over to the individual. He has again decided to sit down onto his legs, looking out towards the ocean, away from you guys.
As they walk away, she's just like, get his name at least.
It's the goal. Well, they will also sit by and go, hello? My name is Thea. This is Maddie.
My name is Sakai.
Okay. Nice to meet you. Hello, dragon. Hello. We heard that you are also, well, not also, but you are trapped here. And would like probably to get back to the material plane, I'm assuming.
Yes, I would like to get away from this place.
Right. Well, we have the ability to get you out of the plane. And, we're perfectly willing, but, you know, in Elysium, land of bargaining, we need something in return.
I have already told your friends I have no way to teleport them to another location.
We don't need a teleport.
Then what do you wish?
This place we're going is underwater. What we need is just a way to travel there, whether by swimming or by going over the water and then diving down, or something along those lines.
He starts to get this very incredulous look on his face.
What?
You wish to ride on my back.
I mean, if you're offering.
Daya, you can't just keep asking dragon. That's not how this works.
This is the
No, from the
second time
distance.
Daya. This is the second time Daya has asked this. By the way.
I wasn't trying to.
In Elysium.
He brought it up. I mean, there are other ways to like help people swim, like a boat or a portable hole or polymorph. No,
I do not
probably
have a boat, and while I can polymorph whoever I so choose, I do not believe that spell would last long enough for most travel.
Probably not. I don't know why I said polymorph.
What are you two miming?
Don't worry about it. Just continue the scene.
There's gonna look at Maddie for help, like,
Out of curiosity, how long have you been in Elysium?
I do not know. Time is weird.
Yeah, no, that's fair. It is kind of weird here.
The sun does not stay up for the proper amount of time. The moon is not out for the proper amount of time. Despise this
fresh.
place.
I feel that, homie.
Yeah. Look, we'll leave you alone if there was a way to get over there, but until then, I don't think my group and I will stop bothering you until we get there. I'm being quite honest. They will not
I'm trying to think of what you roll for. If you don't help us, we'll pester you to death. What do you roll for
Intimidation?
that?
Persuasion, intimidation.
I don't. It's not intimidating. It's just annoying.
It's persuasion, I would
Persuasion,
I
think.
think it's persuasion.
Roll
want
for
me to persuade?
pester.
Yeah. That's for the modern D&D game where
Does
you
she get
have a
adva-
pester skill.
Did she get advantage because we've been pestering him ceaselessly?
Oh yeah, you guys have been pestering him this entire time.
No advantage, basically.
I'm gonna turn
Yes.
on your Twitter notifications and just abs just at you every 20
I am
seconds.
gonna annoy you as much as I
Jeez.
can. Oh, that's even 14. That's so sad.
One was a 1. The other one was a 1.
That was a 1!
That's unfortunate.
That's unfortunate indeed. Hmm.
If you all so desperately desire someone to fly you or bring you to a location like that, then you will have to give me a very good reason to do so.
Material plane.
Look, we don't want to be here. You don't want to be here. We can exchange something.
Then what would you give me?
Don't you want to go back?
Returning home is desirable, yes. But what you are asking me to do is to give up my pride.
We won't tell anyone
You
what.
don't have to
I-
take it back. Although if I was a dragon, no, just
going back to that one, aren't we? If I was a dragon, I'd let everybody ride.
I'd be the fun dragon.
that'd be the cool dragon everyone wants to talk to. I mean, I'm sure we could like make a raft. I'm sure we have that skill set, probably, maybe. Let's see. Or if you are willing, give up your pride. I don't know. I don't know what would be a proper reparation.
Just a raft, and that's actually not a bad idea.
Yeah, I mean, there's a bunch of like wood around here. We got a
It
lot
is
of
a
rope.
by a forest. I will
We
say
got
it
a
is
lot
by
of
a-
rope.
No, the forest is underwater.
Oh. No, the trees come out?
There's
A little bit.
there's also some like there's also a bunch of like driftwood and stuff.
Yeah.
And a lot of rope that we have.
I'll let you guys make a second persuasion check with the idea of putting a raft on him. But simply riding him, he is very much not happy about.
These dragons are so uncool.
Can you blame very old, powerful creatures for being irritated by being treated like a horse?
That's like going up to your ancient grandpa and going, "Give me a piggyback ride." Now.
Except it's
that
not
like
like one of
Is
you.
that the comparison,
It's
Jill?
you and all
If
your
your grandpa
friends.
was still an Olympic lifter.
Yeah, if my grandpa could deadlift
No.
me, yeah.
No.
You and 6 friends approach an old man and go, "Piggyback ride."
Now.
On a daddy saddle.
Yeah, we're gonna do that in Grandpa Work.
Daddy son.
There's that. I was trying to
I'm
move
gonna
past
ask-
that. I was trying to move past
I'm gonna
that.
ask that term to never appear in my game ever again.
Urban
Anyway,
Dictionary.
You can persuasion roll.
okay, I'm putting it on normal.
Jill's quote of the day: "Daddy saddle."
No.
It's a legitimate fucking product.
What?
I don't want to know. I don't want to know.
It's a
Dollar
child's
22.
toy. It
Are
is
you
a child's
serious?
toy. You put
Or
a saddle
child
on your
toy.
father's back.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
I just
I did not know this. What?
Yeah, that's a thing.
Yeah, not wrong. It's,
fuck me, I guess.
you can buy it on Amazon.
It's like a Alright.
I have never heard. Oh my.
It's fine.
The world
it's
gets
fine.
weirder every day.
It's fine.
Okay.
Maddie rolled a 22.
They're not cheap
Better
though.
than-
Good Christ.
How expensive are they?
$35 for the cheap one.
Why?
It's not bad.
What's the expensive one?
50. But that
Why?
was just with a quick glance. And it
That's
doesn't
not
make
terrible
sense,
for.
considering you
Anyway.
can literally just ride on your
Good.
dad's back.
Oh, Connor's looking it up.
No, I'm not. I was looking at something else.
Sure.
If you wish to create a raft, I will drag you behind me.
That could work.
Yeah.
And Rudy kind of like is waving from her spot, like tell him. Actually, no, she'll cast message. She'll just be like, tell him I'm the one who can get him.
Our
Can't
friend Rudy
respond.
will. Our friend
Huh?
Rudy will like teleport you out here. Like we'll let you go to Elysium. I mean, the material plane.
As payment for carting us, I guess. Okay. Well, if you agree to that, we can stop bothering you for now, and we'll get to work getting the things we need.
I will agree to this.
Great. We'll talk to you soon, Sakai. And Deo will start heading back towards the group.
Okay. You guys begin making your way back over to the group. Bless you.
How did it go?
He said he's willing to drag us in a raft.
Hey, that's something.
Yeah.
Don't know why he
I
was being
guess-
so stubborn before.
Well, he seemed to think you wanted to just teleport, and he can't teleport. He is also not cool and won't let us ride on his back, but that's
What
either
can
You
you
know,
do?
yeah, I actually can understand why that is, because that seems kind of patronizing.
Why?
I don't get it.
Because
You're big.
you're
You should
treating-
help people.
But you're treating him kind of like an animal, and he's not.
Yeah, but he's cool. He's a dragon.
But if he can
Yeah.
carry somebody without much
Yeah.
effort, why wouldn't you do it?
Yeah.
I'd
I
give
am.
any of you a
Yeah,
piggyback
yeah,
ride.
you'd carry me.
I'd
right?
carry.
I know
Okay,
you.
but
Anybody.
hold on. You're thinking of this in the wrong context.
Okay.
You're thinking about how you were brought up. He was raised as a dragon with a lot of pride.
I have plenty of pride.
Have you
Not that
met
kind
the
of pride. Different pride.
Oh.
Like, even think about Titus. As a fairly young dragon,
Well, we never
he has.
asked to ride Titus's back.
I'm pretty
I
sure
promise
Titus would
you-
tell us no.
He would also say no, because it seems a bit
I
patronizing.
don't know. His mom abandoned him. Maybe he'd be
For,
okay
for all
with
the
it.
times you've asked a dragon if they'd be willing to give you a ride, has any ever said yes?
No.
I've only asked
Well,
twice.
I mean, technically, if we look at
Twice.
it, we go a ride here. And technically, Minerva is also giving us a ride somewhere.
They both teleported us.
Oh.
I know, but isn't that technically a ride?
No, because that's using magic. I think it's less about.
They just don't want
It's
to
less-
carry us, is
Yeah.
what it is.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
I still don't understand it, but that's fine. There's a
Okay,
lot I don't
well-
understand.
Anyway, we need to build a raft so that he can pull it, and we need to find out where in the ocean exactly we need to plop our raft and then probably dive down with like water
Alright.
breathing.
How about while you're building the raft, I'll start casting water breathe.
And
I'm no
Mercy,
good
you
at
can use
building
your
a yacht.
eye, right, to like find out where in the ocean we need to go, because it tracks them, right? You know how to like get there.
I know where she is. I don't know how to get into it.
Mm.
That's the issue.
So I guess we just need to like find the volcano. That's a big ocean to.
If we get close, I can locate creature. I have that set up. So
It's not about locating creature. It's about locating the tunnel, which it's not a creature.
So, I don't like volcanoes. So, 2, what I do know about them, it can't be that far from where the actual volcano is, right? It couldn't be that far away.
Probably not.
If there's still heat inside of it, there should be bubbles coming up from wherever air vents.
Right. So if we go to where we know that she is, Mercy to be able to get us there, and maybe we could start our search there and kind of go and just do larger and larger circles from there. See if we can find a vent.
I can summon some creatures as well to help search the underwater a mile out.
And like Maddie was starting to mention, she's got polymorph. So maybe we could do that.
Start.
Unless if we can talk to something. And honestly, if we get close, I can try and talk to some of the local fish.
I can maybe give something and ask Amazinin if I can find something worth giving up.
Would a hunter god
But,
know
yeah.
where it is?
Oh God, who art thou somewhere? Could you even talk in Elysium? I don't even know if he can like reach me here.
I was able to reach Amazinin.
You weren't at Elysium.
The crack though.
No, the second time I
sky
was
is cracked.
The second time I did it here. I did it like the first day.
And
That was when I gave up my thing for my diamond for chromatic orb. I was in Elysium already. So
And like Maddie said, the sky is cracked now, so...
that too.
well, big guy. If you know anything, could use some guidance. If not, that's fine, I guess.
Alright, well, I'm gonna go knock down a bunch of trees. And, we'll get this raft started. Alright, let's go. Good job, team. Great idea.
Yep.
Lots of input. I'm loving this. I'm gonna go find some trees.
Yeah.
Okay. So you guys begin hustling about and getting ready to find some trees. Dea, you are trying to reach Aristotle, correct?
Yeah.
So,
Usual manner.
yeah, you just kind of try to reach out to him, and he after a moment he will go. Just head over to the volcano, I think, and then go down.
Suppose that's fair. Thanks, big man.
Good to see you finally had the balls to ask her out.
Shut up. You don't know anything.
I know plenty.
I don't even know if we are dating at this point. I don't know. It's very unclear to me right now.
It's better than the nothing that was happening before. At least someone's actually saying something.
I didn't know you were so invested in my personal life.
He will say nothing else.
Ah. Little bitch.
So,
Yeah.
you guys are looking to start kind of like collecting wood in the lake to try and find a way to at least create like something like a raft.
Mm-hmm.
So, what's the plan amongst all of you? Is it just like a strung together raft with ropes and shit, or are you gonna try and make something a little better? Oh, yes. Mm-hmm.
Hey, Kana. Do you remember
Yeah.
that time skip where I spent the entire time helping
It certainly
create
would be
furniture out of
helpful.
wood?
Yeah,
Would that be useful here?
wood crafting is quite good in this situation. It's
Mercy just standing back and watching everyone tie wood together, like, wow.
You know, if you cut this piece out and notch it into the
mean,
other one, it would create a more sturdy
question.
surface.
Are there trees close
That's
enough,
the
like
story of how
one?
Mercy died.
I don't know, like those the redwoods, the California redwoods, like any of that are that big nearby.
That big nearby? Not nearby, no, but you could certainly try to find one, and it's like a little ways off.
Okay. Because I have an idea. Instead of maybe stringing things together, Mercy's good with wood. What we could do is I could knock down a really big tree, and then we could actually carve out a raft, sort of like a canoe.
What?
All that time being raised in a brothel really did help
Oh,
I also hate you.
you. Being good with
I-
wood.
I hate you.
I knew what I was
I
saying
hate
when I
you.
said it.
I-
But
I've
that was-
decided.
You're welcome.
I hate you.
Yeah, I
But
know. Thank you for the
we
setup.
could make a canoe instead of tying things together, and then inevitably something bad would happen, and the rope would go all astray, and the raft would split apart, and it'd be really bad.
Well, wait, I have a question. So,
Mhm.
technically, if you carve a big tree, right? How much
Mhm.
time would that take?
it depends on how much you're taking. If Gale's looking to cut down and drag the entire tree, this is a very different situation we're in.
What if you make it small, though?
Yeah, if you're looking to cut down and section off like a decent sized tree that could bear your weight and still float, yeah, that's not as bad.
No, I mean, like, I know someone had a spell to shrink. Or to
I have enlarge, but enlarge
Enlarge
reduce,
reduce.
but it only works on creatures. Does it work?
Um,
I think it works on items. Hold on.
I
I
know,
mean,
it
I
It
don't.
works on items that the creature is wielding.
Mm-hmm.
Ah,
Hold on.
there it is. I
Hold
was waiting
on.
for it.
Hold on.
You chose Did you choose plants or did you choose?
I'm not sure.
If we give Ro an hour, she can study from the book and swap out one of her choices and change one of the things she can manipulate the state
oh
of
my
to
Oh
plants.
my god!
That's beautiful.
Alright, Ro,
I don't care. That spell. That thing looks. Oh.
I'll tell you what. I'll go get it, because I hit a tree with a hammer. The tree's going to come down immediately. I'll go get the tree, bring it over to you, you change it. How about that? That should give you probably an hour. Alright? Good plan. Gil's gonna
I'll make
push
a
off high
vote.
five.
What?
Yeah.
Do you respect? Well, first off, Ro, do you
We're
respect?
gonna
that?
spend the next hour
Did it feel
reading.
hanging?
Alright.
Yeah, yeah. Come on. Come on.
I need to go back to Gale wanting to smash a tree with a hammer and thinking that'll make it go down immediately.
I do siege
I
damage.
mean, yeah.
You do siege
Yes.
damage, so that will definitely
I
help
also
a
have
lot.
mold earth, so I can remove some of the earth from right underneath the tree.
So you're going to take earth out from under part of the tree so that the roots are partially open, and then just smash into it as hard as
Right.
you can to try and make it
Alright.
fall over. Okay, that's more feasible than what I was initially
Alright.
thinking. My brain was going, I'm just gonna wail on this tree with a hammer until it falls over.
I mean, I could do that too, but it's
Reed,
not as
have you
definitely
ever
efficient.
seen have you ever seen Abraham Lincoln Vampire Hunter?
Stop it.
Because he takes down trees.
We need to
and
stop
walks-
going back to this movie, honey.
It's relevant to the current conversation.
No, it's not.
Actually relevant because he swings an axe hard enough that the tree just fucking shatters. And I imagine if you swing a hammer at equal force, it would also shatter the tree.
Actually, Ro could help with that as well.
Oh no.
If the tree is submerged, freeze the water around inside of the tree trunk. That will greatly weaken the bonds of it. You know how in the far north trees freeze and then they
Ah.
pop
The
and
sap
fall
will-
over even?
Hold on. Yes.
Oh.
Yes, Jill.
I'm here to be OP
I love it.
and just
Yes.
like take all of your challenges and just go.
Here's the thing.
I can fix that.
The idea that Cody is suggesting is terrifying and absolutely correct. You can freeze trees and they'll explode.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's
know
something
what's
that
funny?
happens up here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that.
Hey, can I say
What's
something
up?
real quick? Like 20 minutes ago, Jill said to me, "I don't have anything I can do to help this session."
What?
In fact, Ro could probably take down a tree by freezing and melting it repeatedly faster than Gale could on his own with a hammer.
Potentially.
Even if let's go with the simplest route. Ro could make an ice boat.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but that'll
So
melt.
cold
But that's cold.
Yeah.
Also, it's
Wait,
hot.
wait, wait. Can you make it out of earthen material that is light enough that would float?
I don't know.
Ships are made of metal.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
about
Yeah,
buoyancy.
let's-
It's the shape.
Let's go with the tree idea. So Gale,
Right.
you start hustling off to where you can see that there are like some pretty large trees off in the distance, probably about like a mile or two.
Right.
And yeah, they're like California redwood sized.
Alright.
They're huge.
Good.
And you size one up and you find one that is pretty big around diameter wise, and you think that like the diameter on this thing is easily 15 to 20 feet. So
Good.
this thing is tremendous.
All right.
What's your plan for cutting down this tree?
All right. So here's the plan. We're gonna remove dirt from one side, just the one side, so that way, and I'm hitting it on that side, weakening it, and it'll come down in that way.
Okay, so you're basically removing the dirt so you have one wedge.
So, yeah.
And then removing a chunk of the tree
And
so
then-
you have a second wedge,
well,
so
yeah.
that then it's just gonna collapse.
Yeah. So we're going, in non-Gale terms, we're removing a bunch of dirt from, let's say, the right side. On the left side, we're going really high with a cut, and then we're swinging right below that cut on the side that doesn't have any dirt. So either it's
Okay,
gonna
I
snap
see
at the
what we're
bottom
doing
or
here.
snap.
All right. So the mold earth, that's easy. You can do that in a matter of like 4 minutes,
Mhm.
not even. So
Mhm.
you're fine there. The tree itself, damaging that. I'm gonna have you start rolling for this.
All right.
We'll go like attack wise. Just roll to see if you get a crit.
Okay.
That's it. That's all that matters.
No, it's 15.
That's 15. Okay.
And
So your damage is half because it's bludgeoning versus a tree,
Mhm.
and it prefer to be like sharp.
yes.
And then doubled again because it's siege, which means it's basically
Yeah.
unchanged.
Is the necrotic going to affect the tree?
I mean, a tree's a living thing, so yeah.
Okay.
It's like blight, you know?
Yeah. All right. So the first one, that's 5 on the die, plus 2. 7.
I mean, you'll to hit.
no, to hit, I got a 15. I already rolled.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just roll the hit and tell me if it's a critical hit or not. If it's not, then you hit.
Gotcha.
So don't worry.
So that's 5 and 5 is 10. It's 2. It's 12. Plus 5, 17 on the first one.
17 points of damage. So you just smash into the tree once using your excavator, and it does like take out a big chunk, like a head-sized chunk of wood from this tree. It does not budge, but you start taking out some chunks of it.
All right. Not a crit on this one. That's 3 on the die.
Okay.
5. Wow, my brain just shut down. It's 8 plus 2 is 10.
Hit it.
Plus 2, 12.
12, got it. So 25 total.
All right.
All right. You smash into it again. You rip out another decent-sized chunk. The tree seems fairly unfazed. Keep on going.
Nope. No crit.
No crit. Okay.
That's 8 on the die. Oh, that's better.
Much better.
8 and 5.
Plus 2.
Yeah.
13 plus 2, 5, 15.
15 plus 1. 16.
Okay.
All right.
Keep smashing into it.
Nope. I'm rolling double digits. I'm rolling well, but just not critting.
No 20s.
No 20s yet. All right. That's 5 plus 5 is 10 plus 2 is 12 plus 5, 17.
Okay, 17 points of damage. The tree is definitely getting to the point where like you have a very decent chunk that's been cleaved through the entirety of like the middle, like the lower section of the trunk itself. At this point, I'm gonna have you start rolling perception checks to see if it is starting to fall.
All right. That's a 16 on the die plus 8. 24.
It is not falling. It's not starting to fall yet. It does not seem unstable.
Right.
But it's certainly not doing great so far.
Good. Gonna hit it again.
Mhm.
10. 19.
Okay.
So close. All right. That is 10 on the die. Plus 5 is 15. Plus 2 is 17. Plus
Alright.
3, 20 points of damage.
Okay, 20 points of damage.
And the perception check. 11 plus the 8 is 19.
Okay. So the tree is definitely starting to become unstable now.
All right.
You see that you cleared out a very big section of it, and with the unstable setup it's in, it is going to start teetering.
Good. I'm gonna hit it really hard this time. Damn, it's an 18. I'm so close. All right.
Too close, too.
5 on the die plus another 5 is 10. Plus 2 is 12. Plus 1 is 13.
This one is 13. Okay. All right.
All right. It's 10 on the die plus 8, 18 for the perception check.
18 for the perception. It is very, very close to falling over.
Oh, good.
Like you need to be careful now.
Fuck. Okay, I almost critted on that one. It bumped over to a 7 though, so I do hit. That's good.
Okay.
I did a lot of damage. That's 10 on the die. Plus another 5 is 15. Plus 2 is 17. Plus 3 for 20.
Okay. Do you want to make another perception check, or
sure.
what are you gonna do?
Let me make another perception check. Just keep an eye out on it. Oh, that's a not one on the perception check. It's not falling, is it? It's very.
What'd you roll?
I rolled a natural 1 on the perception check.
Oh!
So it's still stable, isn't it?
You don't think it's falling yet?
Oh, good. I'm gonna hit it again. Please crit. Oh, damn it! I didn't crit on that one. That'd have been funny. All right, we're gonna hit it again. 4, 2, 6, 5 is 11. Actually, I shouldn't have been adding in my rage damage because I'm not raging.
It's okay.
Yeah. So yeah, sorry. 6, 5 is 11. Plus 5, 16 points of damage.
Okay. So this time you have cleaved out a very large section of this tree, and you're still working on it. And this time you move up and you crack into it again, and you watch as suddenly like a right-hand section of it cracks and splits off, and you realize probably should have stopped a couple of seconds ago.
Right.
As the tree begins to fall forward. I'm gonna
Right.
need some dexterity saves.
Right. Luckily, I have advantage on those. Because danger. That's a 12.
Is he 12 total?
Yes, 12 total.
You don't get to blame the algorithm anymore.
Nope. That was this die. I was doing well, and then I stopped doing well. I should have quit while I was ahead.
Connor's just like, okay, I gotta go look for dice now.
I was gonna say, if it's falling,
give me half a
I
second,
was gonna
please.
say, if I was falling, can I say that I was raging? To get the fuck out of the way.
He took the headphones off.
Yeah,
Give
I
him
know.
a second.
If Gale noticed it falling, Gale would have gone into a rage.
Yes,
Yes.
I will permit you that.
Yeah.
I will permit you the rage.
Panic rage.
it would be panic
shit!
rage.
Motherfucker!
Connor's just combing through for dice.
Yep.
So how did you end up in the afterlife? I got crushed by a tree.
Underwater.
Underwater.
Gale dies
not-
in
this
Elysium,
one is not underwater.
Yeah,
and
this
we
is not
don't
underwater.
notice, but they come back in Elysium.
Oh, well, this is a bit awkward.
So guys, I can't go back with you.
Guys, you wouldn't believe what happened.
You wouldn't believe what had just happened.
Oh my God.
If you
Freeze,
ended up
really
on
heavy.
Elysium, dying in Elysium, how
Be
would
funny.
Revivify work?
How would
Would you
Revivify
just
work?
like see the person get like sucked back in?
Like, hold up! And just ends in the body.
As of now, that's more a question for like a longer spell, because like most of the time with
Yeah.
Revivify and stuff like that, it's like it's happened like a minute later, and they're not actually in their proper plane at that point.
Yeah.
We're just in
Waiting room.
Yeah. If we need
Like-
resurrection, what is it?
Well, there's several of them.
That's never a good sign. He picks it
Yeah.
up and starts.
Revival spells, raise dead, reincarnate, resurrection, true resurrection. Wish can copy any of them. Of course, besides Revivify.
Gale, you will take 58 points of bludgeoning damage as the
Alright.
tree falls on you.
Alright. Is that the halved damage, or is that the...
No, well, you have it, so
Alright,
it
good.
becomes significantly less.
Hey,
I think it's 29.
29, yeah.
that's fine.
So you realize the tree is falling, and you turn and you start to run, but not before like the falling weight of the tree starts to crush onto your shoulder, and you realize it didn't have a lot of chance to fall, but this is still really heavy,
Right.
and like you feel it pressing your back, and it hurts like hell. But you manage to scoot out of the way as this tremendous tree just crashes and destroys multiple other trees in the meantime.
Got it.
I'd like to imagine that Gale was running like how you see in movies. Basically
out of
from the base in the direction it was falling, so it's not actually getting anywhere where
Not
like
helpful in the slightest.
5 feet to the side stepping, it would just fall next to him.
I was already starting to walk back that way to assess the tree, and all of a sudden it started falling and I just panicked. Hey. Alright.
So you got the tree down.
Go ahead.
That was not great, but you got it.
Heck, it worked. Calling it a day. Alright. So, I'm gonna wrap the chain around the tree.
Mm-hmm.
Put the hammer over the shoulder. And use the hammer with the chain to pull the tree.
Okay, so you're trying to pull the entire tree.
I'm pulling it if I can.
Okay,
Alright.
I'm gonna need an athletics check.
Alright.
Make this one fucking phenomenal.
Alright.
Hey, you're raging, so you have advantage.
I am raging at the
Yeah,
moment.
for the first couple of
For
seconds,
the first
sure, I'll
couple
give
of
it.
seconds. Fuck it.
If you need me to stab you with the dagger, I can.
Maybe. So that
It's
is...
just there.
It's an 11 plus 8 for 19.
This tree is really
I
heavy.
don't fucking
You
like
can't
this.
move this damn thing.
Right, I'm gonna give it one more go. See if we can fucking get it.
Okay.
It's now when you get the natural 20.
Natural
Natural
20.
20.
So
On the
by
first
some
roll.
miracle, Gale, you begin to slowly trudge back, pulling an entire like 100+ foot tree that is like 20-foot diameter back to the beach. And that was the only way you could have managed to pull the entire tree back, because it's a giant fucking redwood. What do you
Right.
expect, guys?
Alright.
But yeah, you guys row.
Yes.
Or is there a cat over there?
No,
No.
we're just rolling dice.
We had to move this so the camera
Oh.
doesn't disconnect.
Oh,
So I'm rolling over here
I
now.
forgot about that. Okay. Row.
Yeah.
So you're sitting down, and you've pulled open the Splendor of the Sun, and you're reading through it, and you're beginning to swap over from which one are you changing out? Out of curiosity, which material?
Because my 3 that I had were
Water,
earth, and like human. So I'm swapping out human.
Got it. You're swapping out biological material. Okay.
Yeah.
So you're swapping. You're working on swapping that out, and let me just find a quick little token so I can we can do this for the sake of humor. give me a quick second.
That's never a good sign.
Fear.
Don't worry. You shouldn't be afraid.
Also, please just know, a second ago I picked up one of these die, and I went, this is going to be a natural 20, and I rolled it, and it was.
Oh really?
Hell yeah.
Well done.
Also, Jill keeps rolling 19s.
I rolled 4 consecutive 19s in a row. That was very frightening to me.
I just rolled a 5.
So
You
okay,
rolled a
never mind.
natural 20 again.
So you're kind of like over at this spot of the beach where like it kind of slopes down a little bit, and it's actually kind of relaxing. If it wasn't for the looming threat of, Erudite's Gaius, this would be kind of nice.
Also, the big giant hole in the sky, but that's neither here nor
that
there.
too. But that's neither here nor there. As a matter of fact, it's over there in the sky. But as you are sitting there, reading through the tome, they're not moving.
Very large, impossible
Yeah.
to ignore.
There we go.
Ignore it.
As you're sitting there reading the tome,
Yes.
you become kind of like dully aware of like a faint like rumbling, and it keeps coming and going. You just kind of hear this, feel this little bit of a. You're sitting there reading the book, wondering what the fuck is that noise. And you eventually just get so sick and fucking tired of hearing that goddamn noise that you turn around trying to find out what the hell it is. And find that the rest of the party have all kind of stood up and are all staring over towards the forest where Gale has pulled a truly enormous tree over to the beach. And it is so much more than you actually need. But you've got it. It's fucking huge.
Big as a fucking tree.
Yes. What color is the
Well,
tree?
it seems weird. What
kind of
color is
redwood.
the tree?
You were hoping for like a pink tree, weren't you, Jess?
I was hoping for something pretty so I could steal pieces from it to carve.
Make it a
Cool.
full
To be fair-
space tree.
I will also say this, it's not all of the characters watching
Mercy
Gale.
went to sleep.
Mercy went to sleep. Yeah,
Without face
because
cream.
Ro has to read for an hour.
Okay, what are you working on then?
Might as well multitask.
Oh yeah.
The giant hole in the sky, Connor!
Huh.
Huh.
Oh my god, are you just
Whatever
being
it
a
would be.
I don't know what you're talking about. Mercy, you are allowing yourself to kind of drift off to sleep a bit.
No, it's a big deal for you.
I'm assuming you're going to try to speak to Desna.
Sorry. I'm gonna speak to whichever one's
Okay.
listening. Out of the constellations and her.
Okay. So, you begin to let yourself drift off to sleep in an attempt to. I need better music for this. In an attempt to have a conversation with somebody to find out what the fuck is going on.
Changing music.
And as you do so, you find yourself on the hill that you were on last time. But you note now, wrong song. You note now that the sky is now reflecting what you see out there. You see that still that large mass of cracked sky with a kaleidoscopic mess of colors behind it. And on the hill, as you are walking up towards it, is a man with a spear rammed through his chest, standing facing up towards the sky, almost like a tripod, just looking upwards.
Okay, I know the constellation in my
Maybe
brain,
Moloch.
but the name is not coming to me. Moloch. So, Molly Man, you know what's going on with this?
Yes. I know what's happening.
Do you mind sharing with the class?
Change is coming.
I don't like that.
A change is coming.
What kind?
Be ready.
That's not helpful.
We cannot tell you.
Motherfucker,
of
of
us
course you
can.
can't.
Be ready.
Okay.
And as soon as you had entered the dream, you are pulled back out.
Melissa's gonna wake up with a groan. Also, she is absolutely laying beside her when this happens.
Rose reading. Fuck off, it's nerd time now.
Why do I feel like they only give me helpful information like 1 out of 4 times?
Have you met you?
Okay, this has nothing to do with my personality.
I don't know, man. These stars some of them seem to reflect a little bit on you.
What, do you think I'm gonna wake up with a spear now going through me?
I don't know what the fuck that means, but keep talking like that and you just might.
Gail's the only one with spears around here, it's fine. Then again, I wouldn't put it past him to stab me if I fucked up.
Mercy, what they say?
Maybe I should. All they said was a change is coming and be prepared, and that they can't tell us anything.
Yeah.
None of them
Yeah,
can.
that sounds like
sounds-
gods.
Terrifying. Awesome.
It's not just the gods, that was the constellation directly, so it's not even just the big boys, it's the littler boys too.
Guys, it seems like having gods and constellations is really, really helpful, and I'm glad you guys have that in your lives. Anyway,
I mean,
science rules!
I like science, I just, you know.
I will say
the
Aris-
science gal.
Science guy.
I'll say Aristotle told us to go find the volcano and go from there, so it's sometimes
Wow.
helpful.
I would
To be
ask
fair-
the Maslin, but I don't have the.
On Sky Island, it was helpful. It told us where the other cloaks were.
I won't acknowledge you.
Mercy's just gonna stare at the row for the last bit of this hour.
The row.
The row.
Row ignores you, she's reading.
That's fine.
The last 10 minutes of like when she's like, Rose almost done, Rudy's gonna cast
What are you casting?
water breathing.
Oh, water breathing. Oh, yeah, of course. Okay. So, you cast water breathing upon yourself and everybody else, I'm assuming?
No, just Rudy.
Just Rudy, yeah.
No, yeah.
I have to confirm, you
I
know?
cast it on myself and no one else.
It lasts for 24 hours?
Yes.
Okay. So, you cast water breathing upon yourselves. You guys are now able to breathe in water with no issues. That is very helpful. Ro, the hour passes. You swap out the more biological material alterations that you're able to make for something more botanical. And you feel like you're going to be able to do this fairly easily. You just got to make sure it all goes right.
Yeah.
So, out of curiosity, Joe,
Yeah.
do you have something in mind for this little raft boat thing?
In my head, I know what I'm visualizing, but I don't know how doable it is.
Mm-hmm.
You know those little, like, Viking boats?
Like a longboat?
Yeah, little Viking
Okay.
longboats. But you know how they have, like, the little decorations on the front, like the little curve up and little decoration?
Yeah.
Can that be, like, a possum?
The
Holding the
figurehead.
front of the boat.
Okay.
I love it.
I'm gonna have you roll.
Question: can Mercy help her at all since this deals with wood? Because I
I'm
want
gonna
Jill
have
to
you-
have advantage of this so bad.
No, but she is going to make 2 rolls for it instead. So you're going to be making 2 rolls. One is form, one is functionality.
If I roll high on functionality.
Okay.
Form I can deal with that.
Yeah, I mean same. So Ro, you will first roll for form, and then you'll roll for function.
Give us 1 second. I'm going to roll this as a test thing so we can see what all she needs to add from alchemy tools.
So ignore
Okay.
this roll because I want to do it physically.
Okay. So you gotta add 8 and 5.
Oh,
13.
so much math. Okay.
13. You gotta add 13. 13.
I'm fucking stupid.
No, you're not stupid.
Yes,
You're
I am.
not.
No, you're
Math.
not. Stop
Hold
it.
on. Do you remember how earlier we talked about the fact that I get confused with battle dice?
This is my life. Okay. First was a
7, so 20.
Sick. And then second roll. Wait, I can re-roll that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey!
Hey! 5.
5 plus 13, so 8.
18. So 20 and 18. Okay, so form-wise, Ro moves over towards kind of the tip of the tree because for what you're going for, you don't need a lot of like width. You just need length. So you move over to the tip of the tree and you begin to work using the alter shape spell for the most part. As alter state is only so useful for what you're doing, and also you don't want to find out what happens if you make tree and make wood into
Liquid tree.
Liquid?
Tree.
You have a feeling,
Actually,
judging by everything else that you've made liquid, it's probably just going to catch something on fire. So you're deciding not to do that. So you start to just kind of shape this long length of tree. It's about like 15, 20 feet in length. And it steadily becomes this kind of long boat shaped object with kind of more shallow sides, but these kind of curving tips at the end. And at either side, there's the form of a small possum, just head turned up to the horizon, just.
Wonderful.
And as function goes, it is definitely functional. It's not like treated, so you don't think it would last forever. So if you were going on a month-long journey, this would be very different. But for what you're doing right now, you think that this will be fine. As long as no sea serpents try and rise up and fuck up the ship, you'll be fine.
For sure.
Do you want Mercy to carve a name into the side of it?
SS Pearl.
Yeah, Mercy's gonna carve SS Pearl into the side of it. Thank you, Jolly.
Do you have Pearl with you, by the way?
No, she's at this stage.
Wait,
Oh, yeah.
God, I hope not.
What?
do you want to see if I can summon a dog to carry her over so you can see her for a second?
No, it's okay. I don't want Pearl anywhere near this fucking awful place.
Wait, have we tested the book yet? Wait,
This place sucks.
there's a hole now. Mercy's gonna pull out the book of cat summoning. Guys,
Okay.
should I test this?
Yes, yes, yes.
Oh,
Bring
Oh,
him
no,
here.
I need to
Make
sit
him
down for a
suffer.
moment. I need to sit down for a moment.
Okay, and Mercy's gonna open it up and try to summon Jim.
Okay, roll me a d20.
Yes!
That
Give me a
makes sense.
second.
Just so the DM knows I'm rolling his die.
18!
18? Okay, cool. Roll me a d100.
Oh boy.
so in
I was
unison.
not. I was not having you roll for a high number. I was having you roll odds and evens.
87.
87. Thank you very much.
Does Jim die?
Is it long enough for a short rest, by the way?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
You can short rest.
I need a couple hit die worth of
Okay.
What did we do to Jim?
I just thought there's no we.
Let me see.
I should have tried to summon that cat
1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
instead.
6, 7.
Oh wait, it's on the same
And then
planet as
Jim
the
is
one who
8. So I will roll for this.
Oh, he's rolling.
I don't like that this is required 3 rolls.
1. Okay. You use the Tome of Cat Summoning. You open it up, and the form of Jim appears. And as the form of Jim appears, there's a like a gust and a burst that kind of emits out from the book. And everybody kind of stands there for a second, looking a little bit confused as Dea starts to rise up into the air slightly.
What? Hey,
Oh,
what?
it's wild surge magic.
Oh no! Help!
Merce is gonna
for-
set the book down and
I'll grab the other
Dea,
leg.
you are under the influence of Fly for the next minute.
I don't like that.
Oh, that would be useful elsewhere.
so in other words,
But
what
only
we
a
just found
minute.
out.
Only a
The
minute.
cat book of summoning now does wild surge.
For sure.
That's not
I think
good.
here. I think it's just here.
I think we should
Okay.
keep opening it and closing
Could
it
you-
very
Could
No.
you fly the boat to the water while you're doing that?
I am not strong, but if you want me to try, I will.
Give it a shot. I want to see this.
Oh
I'm embarrassed
Yeah,
myself.
sure, make an athletics check if you really want to try this.
no! Oh no!
I will give it a little bit of effort just to appease athletics. You said, right?
Yep.
Gonna have it. My
So-
wrinkle. She's gonna roll a natural 20. She's
So
gonna roll
to
a
Dea's
natural 20.
credit, you are able to, while flying, lift the boat up slightly. You see it rises up just a little bit, and then drops back down as the fly spell cannot bear the weight of you and a boat. It can't. It's not possible. But Dea, you just kind of start dragging the boat over towards the landing, and just kind of go from there. Deciding it's good enough.
She gets it almost to the water and then lets go and just like, you know how when you're like pulling something, she just goes, she's back into the sand.
Should we just call Sakai? Sakai's his name, you said?
Yep.
Should we?
Jim,
We should get him.
we have
Most-
Jim.
Yeah, most boats are rolled into the water on logs.
The book
Well,
works.
it's not
here.
about that this time.
Hi, Jim.
What?
Welcome to Elysium.
What am I doing here?
You're dead.
I wanted to test
No,
the
I'm
book.
not.
You've been dead for 30
Then
years.
Since
what
the
are you
sky
doing in
cracked
Elysium?
open.
No, because he knows if he died, he wouldn't end up here.
I know.
That's
You've been
rude.
dead for
How do you know that?
30 years.
He
Very
is a lich. Liches are not known for. No offense, Jim, but they're not exactly known for being good.
That's a little presumptive, don't you? Don't you think?
It's also just
A little. We did call you
Our
here to
lich
bully
friend?
you.
I'm
right.
sorry, souls.
Fuck you
souls?
too, I guess.
I know.
to
I
be
know,
fair, he
right?
took the souls of criminals.
At the very least,
Souls, though.
It's still souls.
at the very least, a long life would take quite a while to sort out where they
He
should
knows
go.
he's not.
Anyways,
Hey.
hi, Jim. I was testing the book to see if it would work.
Great. So did you guys have anything to do with this whole situation with the sky?
No, absolutely
Oh.
not.
Can't really tell you either way.
Not
Desna
that we
did
are
not
aware
help.
of. I cannot promise that we do not, as I do not know much about this.
I don't think it's us considering that the stabby spearman and the skies said, change is coming, be prepared.
I don't like that. I cannot emphasize how much I do not like that.
So ominous for no reason.
I don't think that's for no reason, to be fair. Generally, scries cracking open, not
could-
something.
How could we be prepared for something if we don't know what we're preparing for?
We weren't allowed to be told.
Is it like a surprise party?
Don't think it's like a surprise party.
I think it is like a surprise party.
It kind of had that implied energy of something is coming.
Aye. Have you ever had a bad surprise party before? This feels like a bad surprise party.
Yes.
Pins.
No.
Nice.
This feels like a surprise party where instead of like confetti and presents, it's just like knives.
Aye, like
Wait, have
an
you not had
ambush.
those?
Haven't you ever called an ambush a surprise party? Isn't that a euphemism?
One of
We've
my
had
surprise
ambush.
parties was just we filled up balloons with sand, and then we popped them when the person came in and covered them in sand.
Why?
Oh, I was with an adventuring group and we called an ambush a surprise party and we kept throwing surprise parties for people. That's what I was going
There
with.
are so many different parts of that that don't make sense.
Most of
this
his life
world.
doesn't make sense.
Just
There are not latex balloons.
There is latex though.
Doesn't mean they're balloons.
big bladders.
Yeah, I literally was saying animal organs.
It's just tied one end to a sheep intestine. Just
No,
Oh,
we,
God.
we used a sheep's stomach. Sorry.
There was magic.
True.
Magic
I hate-
stomach balloons.
I hate this entire
Full
conversation.
of sand.
Look,
Why?
we covered someone in sand for a surprise for their birthday.
That sucks. Really bad.
Hate that.
I don't want to have a birthday with you ever.
It wasn't my fault. I didn't plan that one.
That one.
No, I don't plan the sand ones.
I think we need to send Jim back. We
Do we
need to find this
Jim,
guy.
do you want to go back?
I don't want to be here.
Okay, bye, Jim.
It's okay, the dragon doesn't want to be here either.
So the book
Okay,
works
we-
with some
need-
side effects.
That's interesting. We need to find Dragon Man. Sakai.
He's around.
Is that his name?
Sakai.
Sakai.
I'm
And we
gonna
need
have a
to
lot of trouble now.
get him. Because I feel like we need to take care of this problem as fast as possible because we need to deal with this problem. Or it's or
Counterpoint,
prepare.
we could just wait for the surprise party to happen and then
don't-
hope
I mean,
for the
it-
best.
It sounds like it's not even really like a problem for us to solve. It's just a symptom of change or something that's coming. So if we
Yes,
deal
Mercy?
with it, we deal with the after.
Is the sky continuing to break?
No.
Okay.
I say we find the pieces that fell out
And make armor out of
and
them.
make weapons and armor out of the space, sky,
Ooh,
rock.
I like
material.
that.
I would genuinely love that. Do you think it fell into the water?
What I was saying was a joke.
I could
Then
make
we
a
can't
really
make
big.
armor
I
out
mean,
of the
that,
sky.
that's a lot. That's a lot of material that fell. Hear me out.
Sorry.
I was writing it down.
Connor's already like, shit. That's actually awesome.
Where did it fall?
Hear me out.
Uh-huh.
That's a lot of material that fell. I bet you I can make an even bigger hammer. Some of that.
Space hammer.
Do you think it like weighs anything because it's sky?
Maybe
I mean,
I
it's
could
gotta
fit.
be heavy.
Probably, but hear me out. It's the sky. Lot of magic in
Yeah.
the sky. There are literal magical things that are in the sky. I bet you could fit a lot of magic into it, and it could hit like at least 2 times as hard as this one.
Do you think that if you made like a chest piece out of it, like armor, you know how when like if you reach up to the sky, you go through it, like you don't. There's no solidness
God.
to the sky. Do you
Oh,
think if
no.
something hit you, it would just like go
Oh.
through?
Remember what happened the last time we interacted with magical cosmic energy?
Yeah, it was sick as fuck, and we
Yeah.
still have.
It ruled.
I think we still have.
No, you
No,
gave it away.
I gave both vials away. One I gave to Ro and Woody to experiment with, and the other one I traded off. I do
Damn.
still have the giant spiky metal magic rocks though
Spiky magic rock.
from that cave. It's in my bag.
I'm gonna go find the Dragon Man. Everyone else is just kind of talking. I'm just like,
Out of curiosity, Connor, what did you write?
Bold of you to assume you can just ask that and get an answer.
I'm gonna ask.
Roll 666 and you can ask.
Yeah.
I
Roll
rolled
a
a
triple
6.
six. Roll a 666 and we'll say
I rolled a 644.
nope. You don't get to know. Not right now.
And what?
Thank you
Maybe
for the
next
idea,
week.
though.
It is a cool
So,
idea. I'm not
It
gonna
is a
lie.
great idea. So Sakai is not far away in any way, shape, or form. Literally, he's like 30 to 60 feet away, like that way, and he's just kind of sitting there. And at some point, he did kind of notice the longboat that's been made and is just like been dragged up over towards the ocean. So he's certainly noting it. But yeah.
There's a lot of tree left if you need any.
He's probably also overheard the conversation and is regretting the deal.
He knew what he was getting into.
No, he didn't.
No, he didn't. No, he didn't. No one ever knows what they're getting into when they deal with us.
It's always a surprise. It's the best part.
Surprise party.
Maybe the real surprise party was
Exactly.
us.
Exactly.
I mean, we
Maybe.
are a party.
Maybe the change is us coming back and we're throwing a surprise party for the rest of the material plane.
Maybe we are the surprise
It's absolutely.
party.
Aye,
Honestly,
we're the
I
surprise
know.
party. I like this idea. I'm gonna stick with this one.
Hi.
We figured it out. Good job, everybody.
Got it. Mm-hmm. Teamwork.
So we're gonna get on the boat now.
Time to go.
So, who is going over to Sakai again?
Rudy.
Rudy. So, Rudy, you start making your way over to Sakai. He just kind of like looks at the boat a little bit. Yes.
I think we're ready.
Do you have a way to attach it?
We have rope.
Good. One of you will have to tie it on.
Okay. I'll let them know.
So,
Thank you.
you guys
Turn around.
Again,
Walk
make-
back.
Yeah, you guys move back over to the boat. You guys get onto it. So you just kind of like, who's going to be responsible for tying the rope onto the boat?
Prob-
Didn't-
the only
The ship person should probably tie it.
There we go.
yes.
Yeah.
Boat lady.
We can get a strong person to tighten it. Don't worry.
Yeah, 'cause I was gonna say like not me. I'm not a tie knots, and I was like, I guess I did live on a boat for like
I will
10
say
years.
you can provide someone advantage by using the proper knot.
Yeah.
Like you set up the knot, say, okay, look, just tighten this as hard as you can.
Can I give someone else advantage? Because you should not let
Yes, you
them
can.
fasten it.
Is it going to be a dex or a strength?
This is strength. You're trying to make sure this stays tight.
Either
That's
you
the
or
plan.
me, Gail. It doesn't matter which.
Nah, it's your call.
Who wants to learn sailing knots? All right.
I guess I'll do
Mercy.
it.
Make Mercy do it. Mercy, you do it.
Yeah.
I've been
What?
doing. I need a nap. Like a long
Yeah.
nap.
Is this
Okay, Gail.
athletics or just straight?
This is
strength?
athletics. So, Dea, you move up to the very like front prow of the boat, and you kind of like loop the rope around the open mouth of Pearl. So you just kind of like see the open mouth of the possum just like
Got a bit.
you just go and just like put it into the mouth. What'd you roll?
What did you?
20.
Hey, very cool.
Hey!
Session.
I can't wait to get to combat.
My first roll was cocked, so we had to re-roll it.
So, you very easily, like, tightly tie this onto the front figurehead of the ship, and you're pretty confident this is gonna be fine. And then you just kind of quickly like tie it onto the tail of the dragon. Sorry, allow me to describe Sakai as he turns into a dragon. I forgot about that. So, Sakai will kind of stand up at the cliff's edge. Actually, I can just move this over to the actual map itself that I made. Sakai, who is over here, if you can see him, is just going to kind of stand up and move over towards the actual edge of the cliff itself while you guys have hopped into the boat. And he just kind of steps off the cliff like he's like going for a walk, and he just steps off the cliff and then plunges into the water. and he just vanishes completely.
I can't believe
and
he drowned.
he's dead. And as
He's actually human.
you guys see absolutely nothing for a bit until suddenly surfacing up to you nearby is a long, almost like serpentine head and a body that just kind of trails along almost like a good 40-50 feet. And you see the full form of Sakai as he just kind of trails up to you guys. This is what he looks like.
Oh, that's so badass.
I had to modify a token to make it look like that. And he will trail up, allowing you to tie the rope onto his tail, begrudgingly.
He's so pretty. Mostly saying that out loud.
And I will say, as he goes into the water, like, there are sections where you can see his water surfacing up out of it, and you can see him fine, but the parts of him that are below the surface of the water are virtually invisible. You cannot see them at all. So, it is good you did not push too hard to ride on his back.
Well, people make fun of me, so.
But you tie the rope onto the back, onto the base of Sakai's tail, and he will begin to head off, and swiftly. Now, with the speed of Sakai, Gale, your overland travel thing doubles movement, right?
It does, yes. It doubles movement out of combat.
So I will subtract a bit of that from the fact that he is dragging something behind him. But even by doing that, his swim speed is 200 feet per round.
Cool. Oh.
So, like, you guys move a bit slowly as you're making your way out of the submerged forest. And, like, there are definitely moments where, like, Sakai and the boat kind of have to move and maneuver to get out of the way. And then you start to get into the open section where, like, the trees are starting to go deeper and deeper, and they're not really in the way anymore. And the boat lurches, and you guys start moving really quickly.
Good thing Gale's on the back of the boat.
What was that?
I said, good thing
Why?
Gale's on the back of the boat.
The Gale's on the back of the boat, yes.
Because
Why?
you get the front of the boat
I wanna
up,
find
so
out
that way you
something.
don't go whoop into the water and then the whole back of the boat goes forward. You want the front of the boat up, not down. Because the front of the boat goes down, everything goes down.
Does that mean we should put Ro and like Dea at the front then, since they're the lightest? And Haru?
That could be a fox form.
We could just
Oh,
figure
no.
out how to do
I-
a
Oh, sorry.
thingy. What is it called?
A rudder?
You're gonna have to explain it better.
Put a rock in it and let it go and it goes.
Oh, sling.
Put Ro in the back and Gale in the front. We start going fast. She's gone.
So,
all new fastball special.
roughly, I made a mistake. It's not 200 feet per round. If he's using full movement, it's 400 feet per round.
Oh my
Jesus
god.
Christ!
We're getting to that
So-
volcano.
So I don't get a long rest, do I?
He's... Uh-huh?
I don't get a long rest in the boat, do I?
No. No, you're getting a short rest, buddy. So you are traveling at 45 miles per hour.
Again, we're on a speedboat. We're on
You're
a
on a
speedboat.
dragon-tugged speedboat. Wow. You're going fast.
Mm-hmm.
So... Jess, Joe? I think they're lagged a bit.
They are frozen.
No, the camera
Everything
turned
went
off.
bad.
Oh,
Okay.
sorry.
That's good.
Okay.
Ignore us.
So,
You get
you guys have some time to yourselves. I know how much time you have exactly until you get towards where the volcano should be with with your directions. So you have some time. You can try to take a long rest if you want to, but I'll be honest with you, you don't have that much time.
I mean, Gale's still
You just,
resting, but
Yeah, if you
Yeah, you
just
can
chill
do that.
out for like 6 hours, you don't have to sleep.
You can do so. But if there are any scenes you guys wish to have, any conversations, stuff like that, go for it. Riff, talk, do whatever you want to.
Rudy's reading religion books.
Which ones do you have again?
I have the Desna book currently.
Yes. Okay. So you have the one that is on the topic of Desna. You can certainly roll like an investigation check on that if you're looking for particular pieces of information.
I'm just reading through it because Rudy's just kind of interested. So.
Okay. Anybody else?
Connor, do you know why dogs stick the heads out of windows?
No, I don't. Tell me.
It's because, since they primarily sense through sense, it's like getting so much more input during them, and it almost gives them a state of euphoria with the sensory intake, like almost overloading it. So, I was like, face full of wind.
He's just like sticking his head up.
Fur's breast back.
Yes.
What is Gale? Are you resting?
I'm resting. I'm probably gonna be reading because again, I don't need to sleep yet. But...
Yeah.
Yeah.
What are Maddie and Dea doing?
Dea's gonna be like talking really quietly with Maddie, and she's just like, Hunter made fun of me.
Of what?
He's very nosy, you understand?
Nosy how?
He said to me, that time I asked you out, that's what he said. Gave the implication that if I didn't do something, he was gonna do something, and I don't like it.
What is he gonna do?
Make fun of me more?
Connor just looks at me.
Dea, I need you to make a charisma saving throw.
What?
Oh no.
What is that?
19.
So
Bad, actually.
your hand with all the tattoos and scarification on it goes and immediately grabs onto Maddie, and you're not controlling that.
No! Oh my god! You bastard, man! I hate you.
Hey, she'd actually have a +4 to that because she's close to Mercy.
You.
Fine.
Doesn't matter. Yeah, so your hand with all the scars, like tattoos, grabs onto Maddie's hand, like just automatically.
That was not me.
Oh,
Bastard.
still.
She's pulling her hand back if she can.
Certainly trying to. As you're trying to move your hand away, your hand's not letting go.
God damn it. Who said you could do this?
Gods are shippers. God is a shipper.
Aristil is actually canonically nosy.
He's so nosy.
He is described as in multiple pages as nosy and being almost like an elder to the rest of the gods. So yes.
He's a shipper. Okay, good to know.
I take back what I said.
I hate this.
So the effect you're under, Dea, doesn't appear to end for an hour.
No.
I'm so sorry.
I'm so sorry.
Connor, I'm gonna send you an out-of-character question that is not important.
Yeah, what's up, Chief? Okay. Mercy.
Sorry, we just went through a moment.
That's okay.
I'm gonna do the same thing as Rudy, but I have a longer list of books to choose through.
You have a tremendous list of books to choose through.
Yeah.
Are there any particular ones that you're looking to get information on? Like any ones that you're like any specific bits of information you're trying to pull?
Let's do this.
Okay.
Because I have a note on this one. I want to read about Nethys, the one who wrote the contract.
Interesting. Okay. So, I'll have you roll me an investigation check.
Alright. I was about to say, I'm gonna read through the whole thing, so...
I figure, but that'll take more time than you have at your disposal right now.
Yeah. I still want a few hours under my belt on it, though, so...
Oh, definitely. Jill.
10.
Yeah.
That's a 10 on the die? Okay. In that case, Jill, I'll get to row in a second, okay?
Okay.
Yeah, because I'm going to ask... Actually, no, I know what I'm going to do exactly with row.
That's never a good sign.
Don't worry about it. Mercy, you're reading through the book on Nethys, and you really don't manage to get very far, as you're discovering that you think you might be a bit motion sick when you're trying to read a book and be on a 45-mile-per-hour boat at the same time.
Hey, no, that was an investigation. That should be a Constitution save.
I'm describing why you were not progressing that far.
Yeah. It's because she's
Welcome
stupid.
to D&D. It's a story that
I know.
gets progressed.
Anyways,
I'm
C6.
trying to tell a story. I was like, no, I should roll this.
But to be fair, Mercy's only been on a boat like anytime with the group, and then once before. Yeah.
And you're able to get through like the basic stuff, and ultimately, Nethys is described as the Mad Mage, as they are simultaneously how do I describe this? A depiction of both the creation and destruction that is potential from magic itself. One half of his body is depicted as a healthy young man, while the other half of his body is depicted as a blackened, scorched corpse, as if burnt and incinerated with destructive magics.
How many hours is this?
It's only going to be about 3 hours.
That's fine. I just have to keep track of this.
I get you, bud.
How long would it take Rudy to get through the Desna book in total?
The Desna book, if you're reading just the book, it's an 8-day book. All of the
8
informational
days?
books are 8 days. All of the Bibles are 2 days.
Okay.
We're learning about a god takes 10 days.
So it would be 8 hours of reading? 8 days of 8 hours of reading? Or
Yeah.
64 hours.
64 hours.
Okay. Alright, so I knock off 3 hours.
I tried to be as generous with that as possible.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Row.
Why do you think I'm looking at speed reading?
You are sitting there on the boat, and as you are doing so, you begin to feel a presence intrude into your mind ever so slightly, and it is the familiar presence of Gun.
My sweet child.
And the Gun speaks to you and goes, "Bro,
That's my name.
bro, I have another story."
Oh no.
All right, let's hear it.
Bro, there once was a man of God, a priest. They spent time sitting before God at the pulpit, speaking to him and beseeching him for his assistance. The man saw very little from his God, very little in response for his worship, and became disillusioned with his Lord. One night, a man came to him and made him an offer. The Lord wished to speak with him, and so he traveled to the nearby keep. There he met a tall soldier. The man spoke and told him the ways of true worship and how Some deities simply do this for reverence and give nothing in return. The cleric found no reason to immediately believe him, but the mercenary that traveled with him, along with one other, decided to challenge the tall soldier to a duel. And as the cleric witnessed the power of his new lord as he rent the mercenary to pieces, he fell to his knees and began to worship his new god.
That's a lot. We gotta work on getting maybe a little bit like happier, like more fun stories, because these have been real dark. But they're good. They're good. We're working on it.
It came to mind. I simply thought of it. It appeared, and I remembered the story.
Ro relays this. Like, hey guys, guess what? Story time from Gun, round 2.
I kept up as much as I humanly could, but I think I got almost all of it word for word.
I was watching
probably
Gus's fingers just like furiously typing.
I didn't type because I expect, like, if Connor doesn't already have it typed up so that he can appropriately read it and not miss any details, we can just type it up from the VOD.
Yeah, I don't think we're gonna need that this time. I'm gonna be honest. I think I almost got it word for
I
word.
think you got basically all of it.
Nice.
I was speaking slower. I was speaking slower this time too. So
You
can try
you
it.
were, which helped greatly.
No problem.
It almost seems like a mirror of the last story, like a different perspective.
It's in the Discord.
Why is the gun telling you stories like this? Trying to help or?
According to Gun, they just remember things and they come to it, and you know, what are you gonna do when you remember a story? First thing you want to do is tell it, right? I don't know what the connection here is, but there's something providing these.
Is this a remembrance of an actual story?
Tall soldier was in
or
the other story.
a recollection of something that happened?
What was it?
All the same characters.
I think so.
The main mentioned ones, yes.
Mm-hmm.
And it had the same fight.
Mm-hmm. It's the same characters.
I think Gun is remembering something.
Give me a second. Gun, okay. Is this a memory? This is a weird question, very conceptual. Is this a memory, do you think? Or
Memory. I do not know. Perhaps.
I don't know if I ever asked this, and this is kind of a weird question. Do you know if you were ever a people? It's again conception, like big concepts here, but
Ro, I'm gonna need you to make me a Christmas saving throw.
okay. Can you bring up my character sheet?
Yes.
I need to know what
I'm
my
looking for the
High
past
with the whole
story.
bard thing.
I think it's like an 8.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you're within 10 feet of Mercy, so you'll get a +4.
Okay, that's a 17 on the die.
Plus 12.
29.
29. I also did the math very quickly and didn't just say what everyone else said. Any number, and I would believe you.
You know the Nooklings how there's always one that says it slightly after the rest of that.
That's me.
So you, as you mention this to the gun, you feel a reaction from them, and you feel it all strictly up in your head. And the best thing you can describe it as is like a spasm. like a violent twitch that just kind of travels through your head slightly. It didn't feel intentional, but there was definitely some kind of a reaction when you said that.
Fuck. Okay. Should we probe that more, or should we just leave that one shelved for now?
Oh, poor guy.
Okay. Yeah, we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out together. We're good. It's all good. This changes nothing. Brain spasms. I can deal with that. Whew.
Oh, it does connect. Very vaguely. Connor may have done it unintentionally using the same names.
Tall soldier.
Not just tall soldier, there was also the mercenary who was
No, I
struck
don't
down
think-
by the tall soldier.
I think it's intentional.
And there was also
I
a
don't think it's
priest, and there was
unintentional.
also another guy.
The other guy was a
Exactly.
blacksmith in the other one.
There was another unnamed person.
The blacksmith was the other unnamed person.
Yeah, because I remembered the tall soldier,
And the Lord as well.
Lord.
and I remembered the mercenary. So
Yeah, no, that's why I thought it was like another perspective of the same thing. Or almost the same thing.
They met the tall soldier at the castle. The mercenary listened to his deal and the power he possessed, but still required more proof and wished to test his mettle, challenging him to a duel. The tall soldier was a polite host and obligated, ripping him to pieces. He picked up the broken pieces of the mercenary, addressing the blacksmith and the priest, and in time they all went out to follow their dog to find their quarry. So it sounds like it's the same story from another perspective.
interesting.
But one accepted the deal and one did not.
As you all... Sorry.
I was gonna say, so what happened to the blacksmith?
He could be the other one that was mentioned. The other.
As you all continue to discuss this, a few hours will pass. Sorry, Jace, did you want to do something?
No. Good.
Did you want to do something, or no? Are you good?
No, I'm good.
Okay. As you guys continue to converse about this and figure out the situation, you begin to near where the volcano should be. And we're going to take a break there. We went a little bit later than I wanted to, but still, we'll be back in about 5 to 10 minutes, and we will go from there.
Be right back. And we are back.
So, we had some stream issues in the meantime, but don't worry, you guys should be able to hear us all now with no problems.
Yep.
So, you guys are currently at roughly the location on the ocean where the volcano should be, if the directions that were given to you by Halion were correct. What's the plan, y'all?
I mean,
going to just
if you tie a rope to me, I'll sink automatically.
We can send some scouts down if we want to, like, see if there are tunnels that we can find that will lead us to the right.
We should certainly locate where we are headed before we go down there. Because coming up will be more hard.
I'm gonna cast. I'm gonna take a minute and cast Flock of Familiars and summon 3 crabs. Crabs are very good. They're the ideal species, and it's true. Crabs and alligators. Yeah, they're gonna go down to and kind of scout the area underneath.
Okay. So, you just kind of summon 3 crabs, and you just holding these crabs in your hand, and you just kind of go...
Crab discus.
Chuck a couple of crabs into the ocean, you let them kind of sink down a ways. Using the Flock of Familiar spell and swapping between the visions of all these crabs, you would note a few things. Namely... There we go. Namely, the ocean here is significantly deeper than it is anywhere you have heard of on the material plane. When you throw the crabs down and just have them start to sink, having the crabs peak downward, you see that it just descends further and further into a deep, inky blue abyss until you see nothing below you. And then looking to the left and to the right, it is simply an eternal stretching ocean of blue that goes on. How long does Flock of Familiars go for?
Lasts an hour, but the range on it is a mile.
The range on it?
You can see through your familiar's eye. Well, the animals can keep going, but
You cannot
can
see
see
through them
through-
past a mile. Got it.
yes.
Got it. Okay, so you allow the crabs to begin sinking. And Dea, you are kind of like swapping from vision to vision to see what you can find. And I'll just have you roll me a survival check to see if you got close enough.
It's including the +2 from the Wayfinder is a 16.
So it's 16. You let the crabs sink, and you keep swapping between eyesight to eyesight for 10 minutes. 20 minutes. 30. After about 45 minutes, in one of the eyesights of the one of the crabs, you start to see the floor of this shelf or the ocean. You're not too sure which. You don't immediately note a volcano nearby, but you know that you're in the area where one should be. The terrain itself has a vaguely rocky and somewhat, if you were above land, what you would describe as a mountainous appearance, where there are large peaks and hills and valleys that rise up out of the ocean. But you do not immediately note anything that seems volcanic.
I report this to the squad.
Connor, I have a weird question.
Yes.
Does water breathing allow you to smell underwater?
We'll have to look this up.
I bring this up because volcanoes are going to smell like, well, sulfur and such.
It's gonna make the ocean very hot.
It's also going to make the ocean hot, but we can feel that.
I would like to smell the hot.
Yes, some animals can smell underwater, and I'll say for the sake of this spell, sure, yeah, you can smell underwater.
Yes. Sorry. Jill told me to not ask the question.
I did not.
You told me you didn't like the thought.
I said I don't want to smell underwater if all I'm going to smell is sulfur.
I mean, the options are sulfur, blood, dead fish. There aren't a lot of good options that you'd be smelling underwater. Yeah, I would say along with the underwater breathing spell, yeah, sure. You can definitely smell underwater.
Okay, so if we go down there, I mean, we can always follow the temperature and the smell.
We can cast water breathing while still underwater, right?
It lasts
Water
for
breathing has
24
already been
hours.
cast, and it lasts for
I-
24 hours.
I know, but like on the off chance we're down for a
Yes,
really
I
long
can cast it.
time.
Mhm.
If we're under the water for more than 24 hours, let me die.
Do you want me to kill you if that's the case?
Like, why? I don't want to be under there for 24 hours. I don't even want to be under there for 1 hour.
Hey, Gail. You're tracking from, being you. Would that be any useful under the water?
I mean, what are we tracking?
Anything that might, give us any clues towards where we're going? I imagine vegetation and stuff either gets a lot bigger, or, like, a lot more plentiful, or dies out near a volcano. Because volcanoes have, like, soil that's super fertile, wouldn't it?
Mercy?
I mean,
What?
maybe.
Can't your eye tell you?
It tells me where she is, it cannot tell me a path.
Does not give you a path.
Actually, It doesn't depend on nutrients or warmth at that depth. It would depend on if it has sunlight.
I mean, Gale is probably our best bet because Gale is good at tracking.
Do you think she made a trail of like, I don't know, burnt something? It would cool really quickly if it was under the water.
If I think about somebody who's made a fire underwater for too long, my brain's gonna burn out.
Sorry.
I'm sure I could figure out something. I'm not too familiar with underwater plants and volcanoes because, let's face it, I've got a thing with volcanoes. I don't really like them all that much. And
I feel like that's justified.
I haven't spent a whole lot of time specifically underwater because normally I have to keep all the air in my lungs. So I could do something. Can't guarantee it'll be, without
I'll help
issues.
you out. It's
All right.
So, Jay, you're the other one who's our tracker, so I was going to ask you next.
And while I've been on the ocean more than Gale, I can't say that I've been under the ocean more than him. So.
I mean, if we're on the bottom, I might be. Well, the map will get wet. Never mind.
You're worried about a magical item getting wet?
It's a paper. The map is a piece of paper.
It's also magical.
Hey, Jill, I will tell you right now, I totally get it.
Yeah, no.
I've been playing Subnautica like on and off, and there are these moments where like you swim out further and you go, I don't like this. I don't like this at all.
I think it would be fascinating.
It's interesting on one hand. On the other hand, fuck that.
I would rather be launched into space. Like, send me out there. I'm fine. Ocean?
My thing is, both are scary. Space and ocean.
So, what I'm saying is, if this paper is safe underwater, which is what people are implying to me,
It's a magic item. You'll be fine.
one of you should just have to get us to the volcano, and I can find an entrance with it.
Actually, I might have a bit of an advantage over there. My goggles. They're mantis shrimp goggles.
So you can detect heat.
I can see heat.
Oh, that's what you mean. Okay.
They're literally based off of what a shrimp can see. Being a water creature, I'm sure I've got some sort of advantage down there.
Yeah. I can still help because I got like devil sight.
Exactly. You can see further in the dark, and I can see the heat. So between us, we should be able to pick it up. If not, fuck this place. It doesn't work on how logic is supposed to work. That's my official stance on this, and I'm not changing it.
Don't be mean to me, Jace.
In Foxborough, I do have particularly
I'm just
good
here to be the
sense of
DM,
smell.
okay?
Yeah, and Haru, you can sniff it out too. I think our best bet is just gonna be going in.
Yeah.
Who needs a plan? We're
Let's do it.
Fortune's blade.
Look,
Aye.
the last time we went underwater, all we had to worry about was a single crocodile
True.
and a giant monster that wanted a secret password.
We should tie ourselves together. Some people will be more buoyant than others.
Alligator.
Yeah, that's a good
Well,
idea,
do you
Haru.
sink or float? I don't remember. This is a legitimate question.
As Jill, I always operate on the idea of Tolkien halflings.
Okay.
Hobbits. Sorry. They're dense. They sink.
Okay. So Mercy and Ro are both sinkers.
So I will say, in fairness to you, Ro, you
I think you turned on a strobe light for a moment.
Yeah, I know. It's because if I move, I bump the lamp and it goes. Boop, 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 boop. I will. In fairness to you, Ro, you sink, but it is not because of your body density. It's because you are completely untrained, and you don't know how to swim.
That's why
Yeah,
I
exactly.
also
It's
sink.
like you sink because you don't know what the fuck to do. And
Rude.
flailing is only so effective.
Maybe next time we're like not doing anything, we should teach Rudy and Ro how to swim.
Fight, flight, or freeze.
Could do that.
Row of
We do-
water.
We
Freeze.
do have a big pond in our.
We could do that. Alright.
estate.
Tie each other up. Sink down below.
Alright. Let's do it.
Also, Michelle, I
Yeah.
saw the face.
That's why I moved on past that one.
Was it intentional?
Alright. To a volcano. I just want this
I
state
should
for
get into fox form before being tied, because if I shift underwater, I don't think that it will be tight enough.
Probably. I just also want this stated for the record. I hate volcanoes. Can we just get this done with?
We'll try to make it quick.
Right.
Although I don't think Dea knows why you hate volcanoes.
I've
She's
never
missed
seen
a
one
lot.
myself.
Alright. Let's go.
Okay. So, oh yeah, and what are you going to have Sakai do?
Just wait here, or do you want to come with and help us?
No.
It'll go faster, and we'll get home faster.
Yeah, but I don't
wish
think
you luck.
I don't think
Alright,
he wants to
great.
fight a fire lady.
So, neither do we.
Yeah, I'm not really like, I'm not.
Do you think we want
You
to
should
fight her?
take pride in this. If you are to fight a powerful creature, you should take pride in doing it yourselves.
Okay, then I guess you can just stay here.
Do whatever you want,
I-
honestly. We're coming back to the boat.
Just gonna
Well-
smile at him and go, "Don't worry, you can't ever hide from me now. We'll find you."
Oh my god, he was helping us. Don't threaten him.
That wasn't meant to be a threat. That's just how Mercy thought of
I
it.
know, that's what, but Dea's like,
He
bro.
can hide on another plane.
You can't get off this plane.
Just,
That's his whole problem.
just hang out
Yes.
here. We'll try to get back here. If we don't, we'll find you. Because as
Definitely good
Mercy
trackers.
accidentally threatened, we can find you.
I
And he
will simply
really
stay
tried.
here. I do not believe I will be in any trouble.
Alright. Good to know.
Well,
Thank
I believe if you
you.
are in trouble, you can take pride in defending yourself.
Okay, I get yelled at for threatening him, but you get to give him his own sass back. I see how it is.
I'm leaving all my pride here. I don't have much left, but I'm just gonna leave it in the boat.
I'm proud of you. You made it this far.
Okay.
You have made a good boat.
Thank you.
Except it doesn't have an anchor, and
It's fine.
this is an ocean with
To be fair,
wind and
the dragon
currents.
is our ankle.
yeah.
Ankle.
Ankle.
Our ankle?
Okay,
That-
I
that's
just drove
different than
20
ankle.
minutes there and back. Leave me alone.
Okay, I think it's time for us to just jump in.
Let's
Alright.
go.
Gale's just gonna lean back and flop right into the water.
That looks pretty simple. Mercy does the same.
Okay.
Just, feet first, dive in. She sinks because she's like skinny and has no buoyancy whatsoever, so she's
No surface area.
no surface area. No
Okay.
fat.
Rudy jumps in. Very hesitantly.
Ro was the last one in the boat.
And how
Maddie.
What
like
about Maddie?
Maddie.
the jump off.
No, I assume Maddie will jump off before Ro, or Maddie will push Ro.
Oh no, I hesitate. I hesitate to jump in. She
The
has bad
blonde.
prospects. There's just bad prospects with water lately.
If
Yeah.
she doesn't jump in right after Dea, she'll slip back up and be like, "Hey,
Until
come on. We're
un-
tied together."
until the fact that Gale's literally tied to all of you and is just constantly
Yeah.
sinking in. We'll pull you in.
Yeah. You
Yeah,
gotta
you
jump in
literally
before you
do.
fall
You
in.
don't have a choice.
You have both Gale and Mercy waiting you.
I know, I'm going
The
down.
rope's getting taut. Come on.
Ro will sit on the edge of the boat until she is forced to be pulled into
You
the
see,
water.
you guys, Dea goes, the rope's getting taut! And just gets yanked under.
Yeah. How does like the same dive he did in the snow, just like except into the water.
I'm just imagining Ro sitting in her brain thinking, I made a perfectly good boat. I made a perfectly good boat.
I made a perfectly good boat.
Should make a submarine next time.
Yeah, so the question is, what What, Maddie and Ro, are you... I know Ro is not willfully going in. Maddie?
I am. It someone convinced me to, and I did eventually jump in. For the
Okay.
sake of the rope going down.
So everybody is beginning to sink down with the added weight of Gale and the...
And Mercy.
And Mercy. And you guys are all beginning to swim down when the small form of Ro just...
Gale is doing one of those where Gale is purposefully just exhaling, so he's sinking faster and just sinking backwards, just watching everybody plop into the water.
Mercy's gonna grab Ro and just kind of pull her along with her. You okay, buddy?
Just like a dead fish. Just not. I hate it here.
It's okay. What? As soon as we're done, we get to go back home.
Every 3 hours, this place gets worse. I don't know.
Wait, the inn where you drank the most expensive wine you could find was worse?
There is one light in this place. And we left it for this.
We can go back and get more.
Dead fish mode. Just nothing.
Alright, I'll start swimming, pull everybody. And we move twice as fast, because we're out of combat.
Yeah, you're technically out of combat, so your travel is even faster. So you guys are sinking down deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper. And with the added weight, you are certainly moving faster than the crabs did, which is good. I would like two of you to please make perception checks.
Let's let the people with the highest ones.
Yeah, I was gonna
Alright.
Is
say.
it scent based?
I didn't even move
It
towards
is
my
not
dice.
scent-based.
I was like, nope, not
Then-
me.
Should not be me.
Ah,
That's
it's
not
that
scent based.
one.
You rolled a nat 1.
What the fuck? It's still
I
a
guess-
12.
Do I get
but-
any sort of advantage on it, or is it just a straight roll?
For right now, it is just a straight roll.
Alright, so that's an 8 on the die, plus 8 for 16.
16. Okay.
Still higher than Dea.
True.
Yeah. So, Dea, you're trying to get used to the water. Your eyes still sting as you try to open them up. So you're not having a good day at this moment in time. Gale, you're having a little bit more luck. You can't see any change in the temperature around you using the mantis shrimp glass, the mantis goggles.
Alright.
But pardon me. But you can feel a very, very faint change in one direction more than the other.
Mhm.
It's not visibly noticeable, but you can kind of feel just a little bit.
Alright. Well, we'll keep going down then, because I'm assuming if I'm feeling it a little bit, the closer we get to it, it'll be stronger.
The stronger it will become. Yeah.
Aye, so we'll head straight down for this first one. Assuming
Okay.
I get to pick a direction.
Yeah, I mean, you guys can
Yeah.
all basically agree on a direction. Since you're all tied together, if you guys have a conflict in which way
Okay.
you're going,
Stop. No. If there's a conflict in the way we're going, all of us against Gale wouldn't even work, probably.
Because
I understand you've all made a decision, but
but I have also made mine, and we're going with mine.
Even though Mercy has the same strength as Gale, he has 400 pounds on her.
yes, this is also true.
And
And I
everyone
can-
else is.
And I can carry more, and I am a proficient swimmer.
Yeah. It's like,
Yeah.
Gale is in control here.
Yeah, Gale has movement say, and no one else can do anything because a majority of you are twinks, and movement is not something you're good at.
The best you can do is
No.
try to convince Gale otherwise.
Yes. So, continuing to head down further and further, ultimately, it will take you guys probably about 25 minutes to get down to the same level where the crab stopped. This is certainly deep, Dea, but it is not as deep as it could be, compared to some oceans. So, you don't know where this... Oh, no.
Just
You
let
don't
them be.
know where exactly you are ocean level, but you still have faint amounts of light, which is good. And you guys aren't feeling uncomfortable from pressure, which I will say from the spell underwater breathing, you don't have to worry about it. It's one of those things that I just...
You go with
worry.
the general DM's ruling of if it can control you breathing, you control water pressure. Got it.
Yes, exactly. Like, you can handle that. You're fine. Don't worry about it. I'm not going to crush you guys. Okay?
Appreciate it.
No diverticulitis.
Yeah, like, no one's going to get the bends. See there, thank you.
Yes.
Yeah, so you guys are able to eventually hit a spot where it stops. Dea, the crabs are still down there, as it would have taken you guys about 20 minutes. So you were there to say hello to your 3 little crab friends, who will all kind of raise their hands and pinch up in the air, and then disappear.
Crab.
Crab breath.
Just use now. Just like let's use the water thing on the voice mod.
No.
Oh God, no.
I said no. I said no. I was joking.
Also, Jill, I saw that meme.
That's what we were quoting back and forth at each other.
When you said,
I know.
No. It's not that deep, bro.
It's not that deep, bro.
It's not that deep.
So, what's your plan?
Do I know what direction the heat's in?
Yeah, you're able to kind of pinpoint like roughly where the heat is coming from,
Alright.
and from where you are now, there is a visible difference in heat.
All right. So
It's lukewarm.
heat is that way. We probably have a little bit to go, but it's that way.
If you will.
Do you guys want to play I Spy along the way?
Sure.
Unfortunately, I cannot.
I spy
Jesus.
with my little eye. Hey, Connor, I'm rolling perception just to see.
What do I spy?
What do I spy?
Something
on.
blue.
Actually,
Is
depending on where I am in the chain and how far apart we are spaced, there's a possibility I can't even see the entire party.
It's good. It's good.
When you say it's good, do you mean it's a natural one?
It's good for me. It is a natural one. It's good for me personally.
And I only have a
unemotional.
+5, so it's a 6.
So, I spy with my little eye a fish.
Fish.
I spy with my little eye something that is blue. Is it the ocean?
Hey, Mercy, you say that you spy a fish off in the direction there's a fish and it doesn't look that big.
Oh no.
Oh no.
You-
Mercy pointed out, to be fair.
It's a fish.
Oh, fish!
Oh,
Is it a fish, Connor? Do I recognize
Definitely
a fish?
a fish. It's also a far away fish.
Hmm.
Oh, no.
Bro, that thing has to be smaller than you.
I don't think it has to be smaller than me. I think it has a mouth that's perfectly me size.
All right.
And I want a fishing line.
I would allow perception checks on Mr. Fish.
I was gonna ask if I could.
Open my sheet.
Okay.
I would like to perceive the fish.
Only
22.
thing I can do
I would
is
also
smell.
like to
Much better than my last perception.
14 for Gale.
Hold on.
I do not know why that
I rolled
just
a
did
6.
4.
Uh,
That
well,
that
got-
didn't even roll for me.
Roll's
It
got a
just
10.
did my
You said the number 4.
Just the number 4.
No, 6. I also rolled a 6. So yeah, it's a really small fish.
I think the
know my
highest.
fish.
I think the highest then is Dea.
Dea, there's something familiar about this fish, and as it starts to swim closer and closer, you realize it's a giant catfish.
Oh no!
Again.
They eat anything.
Wait.
There's a reason that's coming up.
Hold on a moment.
No.
Yeah.
Does this look like one of the ones that we dealt with before?
I mean, we dumped it out into a water plane, didn't we?
It came from the elemental plane of water.
Aye.
What did we do to it afterwards?
Did we kill one?
I don't.
Send it to
No,
him.
one fucking ate me the last time.
Yeah, it was funny. I mean,
It was, because I hit it inside its belly, and it immediately spit me out.
We didn't do
Your
anything
boots
to
were
it. We
stick-
ran
or your
away
feet
from
were
it.
sticking out.
I will say this: we didn't do anything to it. I arcane tunneled us,
Does this
or
look...
me and Dea anyway.
Does this area look familiar? Because I swam outside of the exhibit area.
It does not look familiar.
Right.
It is not.
I
I mean, in the sense that it is blue all around you, yes.
Aye.
But no, you're not in the same area.
Okay.
Do you think that fish would taste good cooked up?
Probably. Maddie? Does catfish taste good when it's cooked up?
Sure.
Alright.
I guess.
Actually, that depends on the environment they're in because they are bottom trawlers.
Yep, and if you don't clean it right, it's gross.
If it's a high place with a lot of mud or sediment or trash, it will be full of that and it will taste like mud and sediment and trash. If it's a fairly pure area, it will taste, I think, like normal whitefish.
Gross.
If it comes close enough, Mercy's gonna try to choke it out and kill it.
Christ.
I can't believe we're gonna surprise party a fucking catfish.
What do you want to do? The fish is swimming kind of close to you guys. What do you want to do?
Ro is pulling herself down the rope.
Technically, you can choke it out if you cover the gills.
That's not what I was gonna do. I was gonna choke it out, but instead Mercy's just gonna take out her sword and wait for it to get close enough and take a swing.
So this catfish will kind of swim towards you all. And then it'll kind of see that there are multiple ones of you, and like it gets close enough to kind of like see you, and then it kind of swims up, blinks one eye, then the other, twitches its tendrils a little bit, and it kind of goes, swims away.
Aww.
Right, that's what I thought.
I just realized we probably could actually like really handily kill it, considering the last time we met one was we were like level like 6 or 7.
It was also bigger.
It didn't want to fucking rematch. I'll tell you that.
More importantly, we could have possibly tried getting its assistance.
However, we're not gonna do that. We should just keep going.
So we could have, but my worry is if we would have asked it to do something, it might have gotten distracted and brought us the wrong direction. That could have been bad.
I have more faith in Gale than I do a catfish.
Fish are not known for their large brains.
No.
I mean, if the Lord of the Sea was anything to base that off of. Not big brain. Powerful brain, but not big brain.
Yeah, no. Very smooth brain? Is that the word you used once?
Smooth brain, I like that.
I like that one. It's sort of like a cannonball. Doesn't do a whole lot and it's very blunt.
Hey, Rudy. I don't... Or Haru or Maddie, you three are the smart ones when it comes to anything with bodies. Because 2 healers and a smart person. Brains are supposed to not be smooth, right?
No. They're supposed to not be smooth, no.
Okay.
Definitely not.
Have you never seen a brain, Mercy?
I mean, I have, but I've usually, like, fucked one up.
Clutched in twain.
Yeah, I don't typically just cut open someone's head to look at the brain.
I was gonna say you should try it sometime, but I really don't. Don't try that.
And when I harvest monster pieces, I usually go for things that aren't the brain. We haven't really found anything smart enough that I'd want to harvest the brain. Yet.
A fish's brain is actually much different in appearance from regular persons.
Cody, we don't need this.
This is not happening right now. Are we still swimming? We're still swimming while this is happening, right?
Yes,
So, like, going in a direction?
it will take you a little bit of time to start getting over towards the section where you can all start to notice the heat difference. And as you guys are moving over in that direction, you would note the temperature of the water is beginning to rise steadily. At first it was lukewarm, and that was acceptable. But as you start to get closer and closer to what you guys believe to be the correct direction, first off, the scent of sulfur is present. Omnipresent, to be honest with you. You cannot help but notice it, and it is everywhere. You also note that the water temperature is, you would estimate probably somewhere around 90 degrees now. So it's like body temperature. And this is getting very uncomfortable for all of you. But you would also see that ahead, there is the form of like some kind of a rocky, almost like mountain-like production that is starting to emit from the ground. You can see that there are various bits of vegetation that are growing around it. some that are vaguely kind of kelp-like, but with these odd little glowing nodules that kind of hang off of them, in these little like sack-like bags or whatever you want to describe them as. There are various fish life that are kind of swimming around. You can see something like lobsters that are kind of poking their heads out of these little vents and just like pinching and waiting for something to come by. You believe you have found the volcano.
Okay.
All right. Cool.
Map out.
Map out.
Yeah.
So
because it's paper.
I already done
then-
through this
and
panic.
and then it falls apart. It's gone now.
It's laminated.
It's laminated. Ye old laminated paper.
That's what magic really is.
It's lamination. Magic swords. Their action is covered in laminate, and that's it.
Yep. That's why the blood just flies right off of them.
Yeah, it's perfect.
Yeah. Stay clean.
So, the map itself from where you are currently. Pardon me. Sorry, guys. The map from where you are currently displays numerous dead-end vents that kind of go in a little ways and then just kind of stop. A couple of spots that are not really labeled. There isn't very much on this level, so down here near the base of the volcano, that appear to be openings or available locations to sneak in.
No luck on this side.
All right.
Although, to be honest, if we could find one that just went deep enough that there was something on the other side, the two people can move the earth. We just need to either find one that's close enough to the big pocket, or one that goes directly in. One of the two.
That may not be the best idea if there is a buildup of steam on the other side, as that could boil us all alive the moment the blockage is cleared.
You know,
Good call.
I don't know science.
So maybe we should like move either around or up, or I'm not.
Do we? Question, Connor.
Mhm.
Is that actual peak to this thing?
Yeah, there's a peak.
I kind of want to look in it. What about you guys?
Probably going to be very, very hot, but
Probably. That's
I mean,
worth a look.
Are there bubbles coming out from the heat?
So swimming up towards the top of the volcano, you will note that there is an opening. It does just simply go down quite a ways. The opening to the volcano itself isn't terribly large. You know, it's about 10 foot in diameter, so you guys can all fit inside of it. 2 by 2 a bit uncomfortably. But it is not like, you know, tremendous. There are some bubbles kind of rising up out of it, and the temperature coming from it is noticeably higher. It is scaldingly hot. It will not cause damage, but it is certainly not comfortable in any way, shape, or form.
We should maybe find an alternate. And
how much you wanna bet this is where we gotta go?
I mean, if you were a lava lady, which way would you have gone in?
I mean, that's how she
A
would.
warm
We're not a
way.
lava lady. We're not lava ladies.
Yet.
She can handle heat a lot more than we can. I mean,
Well,
Do you have
you
a
and I,
key?
Mercy,
Alright.
can handle heat.
Gail?
so here's the question. Are we gonna try and fight her in her lair? In her little volcano area? Or are we gonna try and draw her out?
Is she near enough to be drawn out from here?
That's a good question. I could check, if you give me the requisite amount of time.
I think it's worth taking the time to check.
Because if
Cool.
she's close enough, I do like that idea.
Though most of us are not that suited for combat underwater.
We're also not suited for combat underwater in a volcano with lots of extra heat. The part I worry about is fighting somewhere with a lot of extra heat. We're gonna get hurt by the environment just as much as we are this thing. I'd rather fight it somewhere where the environment isn't gonna be fighting us as well.
Yeah.
Do you think it would heal her?
It might.
Well, rocks didn't work for the other one.
I mean, it would make sense that maybe lava would, though.
That's true. She did like the hot tub.
But
Well,
the
the
and it really
Brigidine
didn't, did it?
liked it. It didn't actively heal her, like causing regeneration or anything.
Aye.
Okay. Well, you
I'm not-
guys keep arguing semantics.
To be fair, this is not semantics. This is actually, think about it. Fighting somewhere where the environment is fighting you, as well as whatever it is you're trying to fight. You're fighting more enemies.
That's no, that made sense. I was agreeing with that statement.
Oh.
I meant the semantics about if lava would heal her or
Oh.
not.
It didn't.
No. You had already convinced me.
Oh, okay.
Don't worry.
Alright. Just want to make sure. I was confused.
And Mercy's gonna essentially let herself fall backwards as much as she can in the water, and
Mhm.
will her eye open.
Does it like the salt water? How does it feel about salt water? It immediately closes back up.
It's all of a
The
sudden
eye of
sound
the demon, the fifth horseman, blinks rapidly as the water gets inside of its eye.
It's so sensitive eyes.
We've discovered its weakness.
A screech like nails on a chalkboard echoes through the water.
So you kind of let yourself fall back slightly and allow the eye to open up. You're focusing on the Brigidine.
Yeah, and I still have the description up, so Mercy still knows what she looks like.
Yes. You are correct. And did you have any minuses or anything to help you with that? Because you didn't have a piece of her. You had a description, but I think that's just a base roll.
It is a base roll.
Okay, gotcha.
I don't get any sort of boosts or anything. It's just straight roll. It's a 16 no matter what, though.
So you cast observance upon the Brigidine, and you feel your eye cast outward to observe where they are located. And unlike last time, where it traveled outward and then traveled downward, like almost an arc, this time it's traveling straight like an arrow. It is traveling basically parallel to where you guys are right now. And you see that the eye will make its way through rock and stone, through these caves, some that are empty, some dimly lit with a dull orange glow, until eventually it finds itself back in that same opening with the Brigidine, who again looks up at you in the eye and will again try to dispel it. So, as for where the location is, it is more or less on the same level as you guys, just in a straight direction. So you think that, like, if you were to guess how this works, there was probably a tunnel either in the volcano that it went into and then traveled along that way.
Okay. So, we're pretty much on the same, level of it. So I see my vision kind of go when I go with it. And I didn't go
Right.
up or down. I just went... I think there might have been a tunnel or something in the volcano she went through.
Yeah, I was gonna ask.
She was in an air
And
pocket.
was she in an
okay.
air pocket or was she still in water?
That would be better for us in the fight.
Breathable air.
Put her
Alright.
there.
We'd
Still the layer stuff.
still have to deal with the lava.
Yeah. Or at least.
Yes, absolutely.
What's the lava in the room she was in? Okay, yeah, there was a lot of lava in the room she was in.
I mean, if it really came down to it, I could get rid of some of the lava by solidifying it, but probably not all.
And it would take a lot of
And
time.
it would take a lot of time.
That
we
must
probably
mean
won't have
that
when
the
she
opening
locks eyes.
is lower than where she is or has a significant rise to it. Because otherwise it would flood with water.
Magic.
So we'd have to go up through lava to get to her.
We'd have to enter from someplace lower than where we are, and within there travel upwards.
Jace, what are you
I
laughing
love lava
at?
damage. It's one of my favorites.
Oh,
It does great things to magical
That
items.
said-
It does great things to them. I love it.
That said, if we can find a direct path of caves, even if they are closed off directly to where she is, that is from a higher elevation, we can flood the cavern she is in with water.
I was kind of thinking it also if we could get directly over top of where she is, we got enough people that can mess with Earth to the point where we can stand off a bit, break her little bubble, and flood it that way too.
Let's try it.
I can at least get us to that
I think
point.
that's probably the best idea.
Because I'm sorry, I'm not swimming
She's
through lava.
that way.
I'm not gonna do
I agree
it.
with you.
Not gonna do
I
it.
don't think we have any
No,
protection
I don't-
against lava, so yeah. Maybe not.
I think the cloak helps with the heat, but not the lava.
Look, I'm
Not
I'm
Yeah.
heat
Yeah.
resistant, but
There's-
not.
I will. This is Connor speaking. I will point out one thing.
Swimming through lava
Unless
is
they've all-
suicide.
No. Unless the volcano is actively erupting, there is not lava just like in it. So don't worry, you wouldn't
Okay.
have to swim through lava.
Yeah.
But she's still in a room with lava.
Yes, with lava. There are still sections of stone.
Isn't this technically magma?
Magma. I think everybody with
I love
glasses
that
did
everyone
it.
but Michelle in the group. could do
Michelle
that.
doesn't have glasses.
Oh.
I wish the jolly VTuber was able to also do that.
The
Sorry,
Jolly?
Maddie.
You have to do the middle
Cool
finger,
stuff to go-
actually.
Actually, I usually use my middle finger. Actually.
My ninja info cards.
I mean, yes, lava is that which is already erupted. Magma is underground.
Yes, I know. I meant to say magma.
No matter how you
Little shit.
No matter how you phrase it right now, Connor, though, we would still be coming into a room that, one, we know you've probably built the map full of lava, which is bad for us.
Gee.
I mean, I can keep people from falling in it entirely with water walk. You'll
Still
still
hot.
take
Still
damage
gonna
from
hurt.
the heat, but
We won't be
You're
in
not.
it. Yeah, yeah.
you're not in it, and you're not
Or
coming.
we could,
You're technically not like direct contact,
Yeah,
but
I
about
think
as
it's only
close.
like what, 40-10 or something like that.
About as close
Oh.
as you can to it. Yeah.
instead, let's do Jace and let Gale and Ro destroy Connor's plan, so he has to build a new map between this session and next session.
Yes.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry to
Says I
DM
can't.
brain this, but like all the fucking bells are going off. I can't. Kay also has a thing against volcanoes and lava, so like it's a game. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I have a thing with
I mean,
I hate it.
It makes logical sense.
You're
both
correct. It
in-game
does
and
make
out of
logical
game.
sense.
And also, we can just eat now.
Are we close to that?
Eat now underwater.
You want me to like cook underwater? Are you crazy? Right now?
I don't know.
What the hell is that?
I can't,
I'm sorry.
I
if
can't
that
cook
happens-
underwater.
create
Wait,
the-
we could use the heat of the volcano. The food will just taste like sulfur.
Too bad we sold the flame that never goes out.
Mm-hmm.
Oh well. I think I like Gail's plan. Gail and Rose, doing that is good.
I'd also like to keep Maddie and Harry from having to just only make sure that we're all not gonna die instantly.
And hope to God neither of them fall in, because if either of them fall in, we're fucked.
It's over. We're done.
Yeah.
Look, there's no guarantees with this one that any of it's actually gonna even go well, but at least with this plan, it's not gonna go immediately bad to a very bad degree.
You can use the map so that we're not immediately over a void space.
Hold on. I actually don't think my locate creature would even work because of wall stuff.
No.
Yeah, it's like there's a stone.
Hey, Connor.
It's...
This is an important question. Because one of our players' main way of fighting requires gunpowder.
I don't know if that is.
Solidifies, doesn't it? Or
Will the gun still work underwater? This is a different gun than the one we used last time.
Because I had the okay, it will.
It is a magic gun.
Yes, it will still work, but
yeah.
What'll happen is basically I'm going to increase your misfire chance by 1.
So it's a 3 instead of a 1.
Yeah, so it's a 3 instead of a 2. Simply because you're more likely to have a dud bullet in this chance. But with that said, bullets have casings. It's an internal firing situation, so it's less likely to be as bad. Your range will be halved as well, but also, I mean...
oh no! Her range of...
My
Hold on. What's your full range?
Many. 180, 630.
Oh.
Yeah, oh no, 90!
Well, actually...
90!
Are you using the official underwater combat rules?
No. Not all of them. No. Because there are some pieces of that where yeah, sure, I get it. There are pieces where I'm like, no.
It's not fun.
Because, like, I was gonna, no pun intended, shoot myself in the foot by being like, hey, don't bullets underwater. Doesn't the force of the water, like, super prevent them from really doing much of...
It certainly does fuck with them, but it's not the same thing as, like, completely making them inert.
If it's a hollow point, that thing's going to shatter immediately. But you're not shooting hollow points, so you don't have to worry about that.
Yeah, that's true. You're using actual bullets. But basically, think of it like your ranges have, you have a higher misfire chance. That's about it.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Put it all in the bucket of it's magic.
Yeah.
Magic fellas.
I put it in the bucket of shut up, don't worry about it.
It's a game.
It's not a semi-automatic or an automatic, so you don't have to worry about that going wrong, because that's fun to watch.
It's not gonna jam.
We have the plans for those.
Yeah.
It's true.
There you go.
But yeah, so you guys want to start swimming over to roughly the location where it should be happening, or do you want to have an underwater feast? There's an angry cat.
Correct.
I mean, if we wanted to do, I will say, if we wanted to do underwater, I think, hold on, because I think I can actually do the thing, because I think it's supposed to be dry. I think one of the things for the bubble is dry. So if that's the case, I can do Liamon's tiny hut, and we can at least. It's small, but it's at least. I don't have the spell card. Hold on. Sorry, guys.
No, I think I remember it. It's the temperature. The thing inside is always warm and dry.
Yeah, it's important to get this one right.
Hey, weird question.
Yeah, what's up, Chief?
With the way that the water's hot, is it like a humid hot or a dry heat?
Yeah.
Dry heat.
Can you have a dry heat?
It's definitely a dry heat. I'm gonna go with dry heat.
Yeah, so
the joke was there. The joke was there.
We're literally. You guys are almost literally in 100% humidity.
No,
literally.
We are in 100% humidity.
We're underwater in a hot tub. It's not pleasant.
Have you ever seen 7 Days to Die where it's like, you're 75% wet?
Yes.
Yeah, I think I do remember that.
I was literally talking with Jess about that game yesterday.
Yeah, you did.
So it does say it's comfortable and dry. So I could do the hut, and we could eat in the hut.
The
If we
Pizza
wanted
Hut.
to do the... Yes.
Sorry,
if we
I'll
wanted-
stop.
If Maddie wanted to do the meal, we could do that now. Because Rudy can just set up the hut because it's a ritual cast no matter what. Because Demon's a ritual cast. So it would take 10 minutes and
Can
then...
you do a ritual underwater?
It is a ritual spell. Like, this is not like a...
Don't you need chalk for?
No. That's for like the other... that's more like Connor...
If it specifically mentions something like powder or chalk,
okay.
Then yes,
Probably not.
otherwise no.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah. So...
Woody only has to use the chalk for the rituals that aren't supposed to be ritual spells.
Exactly.
Okay.
Like, those are harder to do, but this is a actual ritual spell.
Mhm.
Like, this was a ritual spell before I could do everything.
Like, I
Oh.
can't do forbiddens because that requires, like, crushed ruby
Yeah,
and
yeah, I get it.
stuff
I
like
get it.
that.
You fancy.
So,
like
Maddie-
price it.
If you'd like to do Heroes Feast, I can make it possible so that we're all eating in a dry
It's a
space.
cool-looking fight area.
This is a
Sorry,
very
Connor.
odd thing to do, but I'm gonna do it so you guys don't die.
We are close enough to the person to get there within 8 hours, right? Mercy.
Yeah, I think so. Mercy.
We're close enough, right?
What?
Are we close
I'm sorry,
enough?
there's a really cute slug.
Slug?
I'm talking in character.
How dare you?
It's one of the bunny slugs.
We're close enough that we-
to reach the Azada in within 8 hours, which is how
Connor.
long Heroes Feast lasts.
Give or take, yeah.
Give or take, if we want to get a few hours closer, that's going to be better.
Yeah.
And we can do that.
Because Heroes
Yeah.
Feast is expensive. We don't want to waste it.
All right.
No, I agree. That's fine. If we want to
Alright.
get closer, we can totally do that. And then...
Heroes Feast lasts for 24 hours.
Oh, 24 hours?
Oh, then...
There is something else that you can do, which a benefit is we're tied together, so I'm just being dragged along. I can cast Prayer of Healing and give people temporary hit points.
So someone's just tied a rope to Haru's tail, and he's just being dragged.
I'm
behind.
already on rope connected to people.
It's true.
Okay.
So, how about we get closer a little bit, and I'll set up the hut. We'll take an hour to eat, and then we'll do the...
All right. So we go.
bust
We'll
down
be
the
about
wall.
an hour out. Let's say. Set the hut, eat, and then go.
Yes.
All right.
Mhm. And
Is that okay with everyone?
I'll start casting Prayer of Healing because it lasts until we have a long rest. And if we
Yeah.
have a long rest, I get the spell slot back anyways.
Shush, Cody. Yes, Jess?
If we're at the Pizza Hut and we're at the Taco Bell,
Stop.
Shut the fuck up!
Stop. We're not.
are we at the combination Pizza Hut and Taco Bell? You made the joke before I did.
I made the joke when we were muted.
Jill, I need you to smother Jess using one of your cats.
If they would stop hissing at me, I would.
Yeah, that's why we had to mute.
Oh, okay.
It's been rough.
Someone's trying to get in. I think it's Sam.
All right.
So, you guys all begin to make your way off towards the general direction of where this hideout should be. It is mostly swimming. It's a full 8 hours, which means... Yeah, that's up. Cody, roll d12.
A d12, alright.
Yep.
7.
7. All right. Night has gone completely. It is now daytime by the time you finally start showing up over there. So it will be. Okay. Thank you. All right. as you guys make your way over to the location that should be just above where the Brigidine is, you will see that the lights above you, which dimmed for a while and then returned, is kind of back a little bit, but from how deep you are, it's almost murky and distant with how far away it's become. So you guys should be almost directly above where it is. There is quite a bit of stone separating the two sections, but you know what you need to do. Do you want to have the hero's feast, or what? Okay.
I think yes, yeah. Okay.
So, are you guys gonna set up the hut?
Michelle, yes. Michelle has suddenly jumped into the game.
So,
no,
oh my
Erudite
god,
will.
sorry. If we flood her, like, hideout, I can just part water and make it dry again. I forgot. Because I can control water with the...
Oh, actually, that's a really good idea.
Yeah, Erudite will set up the hut.
Okay. So, you set up the hut real quickly. You watch as a space in the underwater area just suddenly has a bubble appear inside of it, and you all feel kind of this like pressure wave kind of just push past you as the water is all jettisoned past and out of this area. We're not going to question how this works because technically this would be a vacuum, so don't worry about it.
Magic!
It's breathable air. You guys, all yes.
As everyone comes in, Mercy's just gonna hit them with prestidigitation and dry everyone off.
You beat me to it because I was going to describe everybody coming in sopping wet.
Nope, we ain't having that. We're gonna be comfortable. Damn it.
We got
I will say, after we do Hero's Feast, the hut does last for 8 hours.
Yep.
I will take an extra 10 minutes to recast water breathing, just in case.
Okay. You're going to take the time you cast water breathing. Maddie.
Yeah.
You're going to cast Hero's Feast, correct?
Yes.
And you have the Bejeweled Bowl, so I believe it's just a matter of casting it. Do you have anything in mind for your feast?
What are you guys craving for?
Curry.
Did we
Again.
just have curry already?
Oh, fine. We won't curry
I will
again.
slap you if you say seafood. We're underwater already.
That's not what I was
Say
thinking.
his hand goes down.
What about a shepherd's pie?
Shepherd's
That does
pie?
sound good.
Aye.
Okay. I feel like because we've been out for quite a while, she would cook food that she would mainly cook for Gale back at the estate, basically. Whatever Gale ask for Maddie.
Aye.
Like shepherd's pie or something.
So loads of meat, potatoes, veggies.
Can I ask a question?
Hmm.
Gail, did you have a lot of shepherd's pie as a kid?
Aye.
You said it kind of wistfully, so.
Aye. Lots of it. Mum was good at it.
So I'm going to roll the hit points from Prayer of Healing, which, since everybody is at full, this will just be converted to temporary hit points. I'll heal.
Great.
I'll target everybody but myself for it because it can only target up to 6 creatures. But then I'll also do cure wounds on myself.
I was gonna say
So-
I'm not quite full, so I'll appreciate
That's
this.
fine.
Oh, you got hit by a tree.
Aye.
So all of you basically recover 20, which is temporary hit points for uninjured ones.
Does this also count as a short rest?
Yes, we can.
And that is why I was going to also do cure wounds on myself. because I can use my Channel Divinity Enhanced Cures and do a second level Cure Wounds on myself for also 48 plus 5.
Oh no, never mind. I can't. I was gonna do something. I just okay.
But I
that's fine.
also have to roll a 2d10
Yes.
as well. Okay.
Mhm.
Let me see.
But don't temporary hit points not stack?
All right. Yeah, they don't stack.
No, but Hero's Feast is hit point maximum,
Oh,
Is it?
right.
and you heal that amount. So,
Right.
Oh, okay.
and because Gale isn't fully healed, I'll also do a first level Cure Wounds on it, which also benefits from Enhanced Cures.
So remember, everyone, write down the original.
Gale,
Yeah,
you
you-
recover 19,
So
in addition to the 20, so 39 total for you.
okay, so wait, what's the number of temporary hit points? Because I'm confused with the numbers right now.
So
Same, Chief.
everybody except for Gale and Haru has 20 temporary hit points. Haru has 25, and Gale has 10 from the total.
Okay.
Gotcha.
So I'm gonna
The maths.
thing. That's a 12. So
So everybody else has plus 12 to the maximum hit points and is healed that amount.
okay.
Jesus Christ, I'm so close to 100.
Wow, I'm at 74. Is this what it's like?
With the temp and everything, I'm at 100 and something, which is
Yeah, I guess with the temp included, I'm at 94. It's like, wow,
Okay.
I'm almost
So,
so close.
let's go down the list. Jace, what is your current maximum with the temporary?
With the temporary. Give me just a second here.
a lot.
Yeah, so we added 12 to the hit point maximum, which would bring Gale to 142 and 11 temp.
11 temp. Okay. Dea, what is your current maximum and temporary?
Current maximum is 74 with 20 temporary hit points.
Actually, Connor, could I do one other thing?
Sure, what?
Before the end of his feast, before we finish eating, Beacon of Hope to maximize the maximum hit point increase.
Oh, God.
Connor's gonna murder you. You're gonna die.
Because you recover hit points and have maximum hit points of the same amount. So it is recovering hit points.
Alright, okay.
Okay, that's cool. All right.
Can someone just tell the two idiots over here what we needed to add?
So
Yeah, I know,
20
I know.
additional maximum hit
There are a
points
lot of numbers,
instead
guys.
of... It's 20 additional maximum hit points instead of the 12, and
Okay.
you will have 20 temporary hit points.
Okay,
So 40 total extra hit points, basically.
So I'm at
20, 20 maximum, 20 temp.
There's
20
so many
maximum.
numbers.
Okay.
So I'm at 82 temp, max hit points and 20 temp. So I have broken 100.
Connor, I'm good at two things. This is one of them.
What's Gale's?
Gale's walking around with 170 hit points.
Oh, okay. Wait, that's everybody gets 40 temporary hit points.
No, it's 20
No.
max,
20
20
on
to
your
your
max,
max,
and
and,
then 20
20 temporary.
Yeah,
So
which-
because it's to your maximum for that shorter period of time, you can
It's
heal up
basically
to
still
it, but the
temporary.
temp you can't hit. back up.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
So make sure you.
Yeah.
I mean, we have it written down.
Jill, I
Write
apologize
down
for the
your-
confusion.
I can't map my own health either.
It's not just
so-
Jill. You guys started saying stuff.
You guys just
There
kept
are some-
talking, and
I
I
know.
was 17 roads back, like, okay.
And I'm assuming we were not alone in that.
No.
No.
I was getting
No.
lost.
So, everybody, your maximum will temporarily increase by 20 hit points. Temporarily. You also gain 20 temporary hit points, which will not be restorable. Once those hit points go away, they're gone. Alright? So keep note of your original max. And remember that your maximum for now is up 20.
Sitting a solid 145. I was sitting at a 137. I hate that you're so close to me. I hate
I'm
it.
at 104, which for a
Rose
wizard.
mostly fighter.
Yeah, no, Connie, you can't say that because she went to re-roll them when she reclassed a fighter and rolled the same numbers.
Yeah, I know.
She had that as a bard.
Sorry, you can't help that. I'm hardy as fuck.
So,
That's why the hobbits made it to Isengard.
shut up.
Great.
So, would you guys like to set your plan in motion right now, or do you want to do that at the beginning of next session?
Next sesh.
I mean, we could. We can set the potion now because like we could theoretically start with a fight next.
Yes.
I mean, we have to give Connor time to remake a map anyways.
Yeah.
We should have it right as we're busting in, but not see the effects of it, so that it's a cliffhanger for everybody.
Yeah,
Wait,
I would
Connor-
say I've already done it.
Yeah.
Oh, did you just change the color or something?
No.
Would
I
you like
I
to
make
know?
maps. This is easy for
Yeah.
me.
Mm-hmm.
Gross.
Yeah, I'm team set the plan in motion, but not have
Right.
a fight.
There.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're not gonna have a fight right now.
It's like it,
No.
Do you want to be playing until 10 o'clock Eastern?
No!
Maybe
As
not.
much as
No,
I
I
love
love
I
the
also
D&D.
have an actual match.
I know. I have.
Maybe,
didn't
hey,
at some point-
maybe they won't leave and leave you guys high and dry this time.
I'm just gonna ignore that.
But I think if we can get this set up quickly, so Jolly's on time, and we start next session with like the fight, basically, more or less. Let's do it.
Mm-hmm.
Does
Right.
that sound good?
I mean,
Yeah,
the
that's
setup should just be Gale and Rogue destroying the ground.
All right, roll you ready.
always.
Here we go.
Full Metal Alchemist
Full Metal.
style.
So,
Slap, 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 slap.
let me double check. Yeah, you still have Earth up, so you can do this.
Yeah.
Are you just using like alter shape?
I mean,
If you use state, you'll make it hot like the lava.
yeah. Pretty much just like
Which-
make it a hole.
Make a
Let
hole. Okay.
let the water in.
So what you're basically doing? How big of an opening do you want to make?
I don't know.
Ask Gale.
Ask me
It's up
these
to you.
questions.
I mean, Gale's also working
Yeah.
to make it.
Yeah. How
Alright.
how big are you guys gonna make this opening?
Question to everybody. Are we trying to just flood the place? Or do we want a massive... Actually, I have an idea. Want to double check with everybody first. I'm thinking we make an absolutely probably 10 or 20 feet across. 20 feet across. And just make it, and then that way we could drop a whole bunch of water.
Only
And-
thing I have just realized. Water go in, water pull in.
Aye.
I mean, but there won't be lava.
Yeah, I know, but we might get rocked around a little bit.
Aye, we're gonna.
Yeah. Okay. As long as we
Well,
are prepared for that.
Should we untie ourselves?
I was wondering when someone was gonna pick that one up.
I mean, I mentioned
Actually-
to Jill earlier we'd have to cut rope if we got into a
Actually,
fight.
Yes.
Yeah,
as we're
let's do that now.
because
I still
Jace
need
did
to
not
be
think of
helped
this.
by someone.
here's what we can do. I'm fine not being tied to anything. We still have climbing gear, so we have pythons and rope. Some people, we outside of the actual circle, we can have people tied up to the ground, so that way you don't get sucked in immediately. And then those of us that don't care about getting sucked in and we're good can just
That
go
would
in.
give me space to control water and... It's technically parting water, but I imagine since we're so far underwater, we can just... It would just, like, be like a Katara bubble. Would you allow that flavor, Connor?
Yeah, I'm fine with it.
Yeah.
All right.
It's concentration for 10 minutes, so she'll have to be careful with that, but...
Don't
Okay,
let
so we
Derek
keep
get
you
hit.
out of the hole. So you can do that.
Yeah, I'll do it.
All right.
Don't worry about me. I'll figure
All
it
right.
out.
So we got you, Maddie. I'm assuming, Maddie, you don't want to just get sucked into the bad lava hole. Go ahead. Go ahead. Who else does not want to get immediately sucked into the bad lava hole? Rudy? Right. Haru?
Do you imagine you might need healing afterwards?
Well, here's the thing. After the water settles, you can just untie yourself and drift on in.
I mean, I can basically untie myself and bamf in. I don't even have to untie myself as long as I'm next to someone. I can take someone else in with me.
If you're gonna do that, then take Haru in with you, probably because of his sight.
Yeah, I'll make sure Haru stay next to me, so I can just take you in. I can take you in.
Well,
Ro, what are you thinking?
I'm pretty hardy. I could probably take getting watered around. My only thing is, a question I can't answer yet is how far from her is this hole gonna be? Because if I could stay up here and take pot shots at her, that'd be nice. But I'll hop in. I'll do a little
All right.
toilet bowl action.
So,
It's
fair.
like a toilet bowl.
I mean, you're not wrong. I just didn't
know!
expect the statement.
Mercy, what about you?
Let's fucking rock and roll. Knock me out. Let's go.
All right.
Don't get knocked out.
Let's not do that. I prefer not. Ro, one last thing.
Yeah.
We need to make it really thin everywhere before we go in. And in the hole, I want you to make the walls solid. Because we don't want the walls coming in and depositing a bunch of dirt on top of us. Because that's bad.
Yes.
We can breathe in water, not ground.
Yet. One day we'll get there.
We will. But today is not that day. Today is
Not
not
today,
that day.
Figure it
Rudy
out
learns
later.
breathe earth.
Aye. Okay.
Eating handfuls of fruit.
So,
He's eating it too quickly. We can't bury him fast enough.
okay, so I'm gonna explain this in non-Gale voice to Connor, so that way we're good. We're gonna make a like about 20 foot across. Oh, not 20 foot. We can make it. I'm gonna say 10 feet across.
10-foot diameter.
10 foot diameter. As we're going, we're pulling out earth, and then we're gonna have Ro make it solid, so that way it's rock and not dirt, so we don't get covered with dirt when the thing collapses.
Yeah. So basically, what you're doing is you're making a chute.
Exactly.
Okay. So you guys go about making a chute that like a tub drain to set up to flood down into this place. Now, this is something I'm going to let you guys. I'm going to let you guys plan out the entry for this place out of game, because this sounds complicated enough already, and I don't want to take up too much of everybody's time. So you guys begin creating the pipe that goes from one area to another, large enough for you guys to make it in, large enough for you guys to get back out, and stable enough to not worry about anything breaking. Now, there is one roll that I am going to have made, and it's going to be by either Jace or Ro. Sorry, either Dale or Ro.
Go ahead.
Shut up! I know. I corrected myself.
Yeah, Jason, take him though.
You guys want that bottom piece to be thin enough to hold the water, but not too thin that it breaks prematurely.
Go ahead.
So you have two options. Either Gale rolls Charisma, like spellcasting modifier, and hope it works, or Ro rolls the alchemy check and hopes it works out. Either way, you guys are dependent entirely on that thing not breaking prematurely.
Ro, you have a much better chance
Well,
of getting something good
yeah,
than
well-
I do. And if you roll a 1, you can
You have
re-roll
a
it. I
13.
can't.
Yeah,
Why is Gale?
I'm gonna
Why
sit
is
up. I
Gale
can see what I
talking
rolled.
about numbers? Suddenly?
I don't want to look. If I look, I'll.
Jace is talking in this voice because it's easier just to sit in this one sometimes when I've been
I get
talking
it.
in it for a while.
I just see it. I'll jinx it. Wait, do I get
You are
advantage
working
in Scale and
together,
her
but
working
ultimately
together?
one of you has to be responsible for this bottom plate.
Yep, that's why I'm not doing it.
Okay, just checking.
Okay. That's a 10 on the die.
So 23.
So
In that
23.
case, you guys finish the shoot. You believe you've left a decent amount of earth there that can be smashed through but not pop out. And we're going to leave it there for the end of today's session while you guys plot your fight with the Brigidine. My players are going to make a scheme for me. They're going to tell me how they want this to go, at least their entry. And we'll be picking up there next Saturday. I do apologize for the issues we had with the stream a little while ago. There were some bugs, so
Happens.
sorry. But
The YouTube video and the podcast will be just fine. Don't worry about it.
Exactly. We'll be having another stream on Tuesday. It'll be a small group stream. We'll be having, I'll be doing a solo horror stream on Wednesday. Maybe I'll finally win that fucking game. Friday, we'll be doing a big group stream, and then Saturday, we're back to this. Are there any other things I missed, you guys?
Not that I can think of.
All right. Well, I just wanted to thank my players for being here. I wanted to thank everybody in the chat for being here as well, both to the lurkers and the folks who are present. But with that said, say goodbye, everybody.
Bye.